Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the KNC show. I am Kaz, that casual gamer. Sitting across from me is that man Cpone, aka Monkey D. Luffy, and in the center, as always, Kasey, aka Blackwind. And just so you know, this is a PlayStation-centric podcast. But even though we focus on PlayStation news, we are not afraid to dibble and dabble in video gaming news in general. And with that being said, welcome back from vacation.
Yep. We've been on a hiatus for a while.
Long time no see. Me love you long time. But yeah, we're back. Episode 11. Kyle's back. Kyle's black, and he's back. He's back in black. Mm-hmm. I'm back. Kasey's back. Armika's back. Yeah. We got alcoholic beverages.
Of course.
Episode 11. We're gonna try to make this quick. But it's been a long time, so what have you guys been playing?
Well, definitely I've been playing Street Fighter like I usually do. And I'll be talking about my experience about that later. As you can see, I got something from Evil. This is my little gift that I got.
Could that be one of the top picks?
It is, but yeah. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Street Fighter 5. I got into Enter the Gungeon, so I've been playing that a lot.
I did remember you talking to me about that.
Dude, it's so addicting, like playing Enter the Gungeon. I recommend anybody to play it.
Pick it up.
Good shit.
Roguelike game, recommend it. Lots of guns.
Especially if you're a fan of Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, that too. The great part is sometimes you'll see some guns that you'll recognize in the game. Like, there's an NES light gun in there. And Enter the Gungeon. So, just whoever's a hardcore fan of, seeing different guns in the game. So you'll see some you'll recognize, see some really unique ones. But yeah, I've been playing that, and also I've been playing Let It Die. So it's been a while, but I actually started touching that game again, and got back into
Suda 51 game.
Yep, Let It Die. So that free-to-play game on the PS4. So if you guys should definitely check it out. They also got a new update where you can try and hunt down the cat costume from Gravity Rush to use in Let It Die. Yep. So
I thought you were playing Gravity Rush 2 when I ran into this room. I was all like, "You playing Gravity Rush 2?" I was like, "I didn't know you picked it up." And he's all like, "No, it's Let It Die." I'm like, "Oh." Oh,
it's just the costume. But yeah, that's what I've been playing so far. So nothing too extreme, but something a little bit different.
About you, Kyle? What you been playing?
Well, as y'all know, it's August now, so we're getting ready to get back into football season. So I've been back into sports, playing a lot of 2K, playing Madden, playing Street Fighter. Destiny is getting ready to come out, so I've been kind of brushing up on that after a little beta, and that's been pretty much it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Man, so the last episode that we put up was back in April. May, June,
Has
July,
it really been that long?
August.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been 4 months. We apologize about the lack of content. Been busy with life, work, kids, family, bullshit, being lazy, enjoying our summer.
You could have uploaded those unboxing videos to past the months.
I know, that's a lot of work. I'll put those up.
I didn't know about that.
I'll put those up because I've been wanting to edit it. I had to wipe the computer, all that stuff. Haven't had time to actually edit it. I'm gonna put them up raw. Well, shut up, Kasey.
I was like, you could have used that to pass the time.
But the games I've been playing, obviously, Uncharted 4 online. I actually got Kyle to play with me one
Uncharted
time. 4. What was it?
We gotta do that again, though.
Finally, I beat Final Fantasy 15, so I can join the club.
Right.
Hey, 4 trophies away from that platinum. I've been playing Severed on my Vita, my lovely, beautiful Vita, and a little free game that you can download this month called Downwell.
Which we'll definitely talk about.
I suggest you pick it up, add it to your library, one of the two, because I've been obsessed with that game as of recently. I got Kyle to play a little. Good time consumer. But let's go ahead, cut to the chase. Kasey, let's go ahead and jump in with our free PlayStation Plus games of the month.
Get up
in it. So, we are going to bust out some free games for this month. Sorry we couldn't bust it out the other past few months.
Sorry about that.
We're on a hiatus.
Sorry about that.
I always want to say that. Hiatus.
Yeah.
Even know what hiatus stands for?
Yeah, we've just been on break. hiatus.
Is that a Japanese word?
No, I don't.
Sounds like it would be a Japanese word, right? Hiatus.
Not hiatus
Hi.
playing Fire Emblem.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Not doing Hunter x Hunter.
Nope.
Like some people.
Hunter x Hunter?
Don't get them started with that. So,
it finally came back. Well, the manga did.
Oh, I just started watching the anime.
That's my favorite anime.
I'm on episode 27.
I just went through it again.
You know what's crazy? Same guy who made Hunter x Hunter. Yu Yu
Hakusho
Hakusho creator.
yeah.
Yeah, let's get it, baby! Woo!
Like, literally, I went through it again, and, like, it's my favorite anime right now.
And
My Hero Academia is a close second right now,
Yeah.
too. But that's my favorite. Like, I went through it, and then I spent the week just
Let me
binge
ask.
watching through
You
it
watching
again.
this in Japanese or dub?
Japanese. I didn't even know they had a dub.
Don't watch it in dub. It's worth it. It's killing me, but I listen to it at work. I kind of listen to it at work.
Oh, okay.
right.
And, man, the dub voiceover is freaking horrible.
I didn't know there was a dub to it.
Like,
I think
No.
it's that popular. There is.
don't do that. It's like, really, bro? Show some goddamn emotion. Gone. I caught the fish you told me to catch, auntie. And it's like, come on, bro. Be a little more excited than
So
that.
bland.
Work on your voiceover.
I just got past pretty much the end of the Chimera Ant arc. So,
You shut up.
well, I'm not spoiling nothing. But that is my favorite. Well, I like the game arc too, but that's my favorite arc. I mean, it was so beasty. Everything was so fucking beast. And people died.
And people die. I don't want people to die, apparently. But let's,
We're definitely gonna have an anime podcast one of these days.
You are not back in the hood. Let's not hurt nobody, all right? We don't want nobody dead. All right, go ahead, Kasey.
All right, so let's come up with our segment that I believe everybody likes. The free games, PlayStation Plus for August. Yes, sorry, I had to think about what the hell.
If you guys didn't know what PS stands for, it stands for PlayStation, right, Kasey? Right? Let's go ahead and clarify that for our viewers.
PS Plus.
Not penis slap.
No,
I'll just say PlayStation. So the free games of PlayStation Plus for August of 2017. So we're gonna get into the PS4 and
penis slap full.
Yep, that too. Definitely. But the first game, actually, there's only 2 games for PlayStation 4 off the PlayStation Plus.
PlayStation.
Yeah, there's so many P's, I gotta say. First one is Just Cause 3. So, pretty much you get to explore a Mediterranean island paradise with complete vertical freedom, skydive, base jump, and free dive, in an open world with virtually zero limits. Glide through the air and swoop across mountains with your wingsuit, giving a new way to rain death from above. Use your grapple and parachute to scale buildings, hijack vehicles, move quickly, or tether objects together for a creative new way to cause chaos. Cause massive chains of destruction to bring down a dictator. Arm yourself with a wide range of exclusive weaponry, from shotguns and missile launchers to tank busters and airstrikes. Choose from a huge variety of different vehicles to drive, including speedboats, jets, helicopters, turbo-fueled sports cars, and super bikes.
Super bikes.
You get adventurous with dozens of challenge missions
car.
and collectibles to discover. And there's an online community feature in the game.
Just Cause 3 got a 5.9 on IGN.
Didn't
but
this game just come out not too long ago?
7787.
Was that last year or
Game
this
rankings.
year?
Came out last year, right?
I believe it was
Late last year. Yeah, fall of last year, I
because
think.
there was no announcement of it this year, so yeah.
Yeah, when I seen it, I was like, this
But
game just came out.
I think it's still like a $40 game, so it's still decently priced. And the only reason it's 40 is because it's got DLC. But for somebody to get it free, it's a good sandbox game, open world game.
I think they should actually do stuff like this more often. Especially last year they did 2K16. Or
They did.
in the
Big-
middle of
like
the
a big
summer.
game.
I thought that was really good
Yeah.
because that was something I wanted to play. So hopefully
Keep
they
it
do
up,
more stuff
PlayStation.
like that. I like
Keep
that.
it up. Keep it up.
Yeah, if you guys haven't played the other ones, I recommend it. But if not, you can still skip it and just play Just Cause 3. It's
Yeah,
still a
'cause-
new story.
yeah.
New people can still get into it. It's like Grand Theft
That's
Auto.
crazy
Just
already though.
Yeah, it's nuts. What they could do though
could do though.
is add it to their library. Haven't said that in a while.
yes, because we've been on hiatus for a while.
Throw it in that library. You always have access to
Yep,
it.
throw it in.
And it's definitely a game that's just a time consumer. I mean, it's like Grand Theft Auto. You just run around, you just blow shit up. Or you can go through the story-based missions.
And the grappling hook is definitely something
Sorry,
that,
Jim.
That you could definitely use for that. So, other than that phone call interrupting us,
Damn you, Jim.
let's go on to the next game. So the next PlayStation 4, PlayStation Plus free game of the month of August is going to be Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry DLC from Black Flag. Oh, this is a DLC?
Yeah, it's a. I looked it up and I tried looking up reviews for Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry. Couldn't find anything, but I found links to Black Flag or Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. So it's DLC. And it's just kind of like...
free DLC? That's weird.
It's not DLC. It's one of those standalone DLC games
it's
that
like
you can
the
play.
Infamous one.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yes.
The infamous standalone.
Yes.
I got you.
That is exactly it.
Which I think more companies should do stuff like that also.
Which is
because
nice, yeah.
kind of gives people almost like a long-term demo.
We have
Something like
babies
that.
here. I'm sorry.
So, okay, that's what it is. At least now I know what it is. So, if I read the description here, pretty much you rise up against slavery with the latest single-player action-adventure game in the Assassin's Creed franchise. Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry is now available exclusively...
Isn't that kind of funny? We're reading Freedom Cry.
Yeah.
And there's crying in the background.
Yeah, there's a lot of crying in the background. Freedom Cry.
Foreshadowing.
Exclusively for download on PlayStation 4 system and PlayStation 3 computer entertainment system. Born a slave, Adwal. I can't say his name. I don't play the Assassin's Creed series. I'm
What's
going to call
his
him Adwal.
Where is it?
Adewale. What's the name of the slave?
Adwale.
I don't know. Adwale found freedom as a pirate. Now, 15 years after the events of Assassin's Creed Black Flag,
Or it could be Adwal.
Adwale, I don't know.
Adwalale?
Adwal has become a trained assassin.
Comes up.
I can't pronounce the name, so yeah, I think I've seen this person in the game before in Black Flag. He's a slave, of course, and I think he's like a right-hand man for the character that you play in Black Flag.
Oh, okay.
So
so he's a side character to the main
yeah,
character.
he's a side character.
Play as
He
a
got his own game.
He's
so.
He's Django.
So it'd be like Nightwing to the Batman or the Robin.
I don't know, maybe. He's a side character that helps you for sure, though. And
AKA Django.
Django.
Because remember,
It does kind of sound like that, like
Right.
like he found freedom as a pirate. This is like the Django. He found freedom as a bounty hunter.
Yep.
Or Jamie Foxx, I should say. But
and his penis.
yeah, why not?
We're just going to go ahead and point that out. You see his penis in that movie. Just saying.
Django.
If you like penises.
Or it just
Might be your thing.
might be your thing. Go watch the Django. But we're talking about Assassin's Creed, and I just
Black
kind of got into
penis.
this. Black Flag.
It's like
Assassin's
this big.
Creed Black Flag. All right. So next we're going to move on to the next console so we get out of that subject. It's going to be the PlayStation 3, PlayStation Plus free games for August. I keep clean it. No, stop that.
Oh, man.
So first game.
Does your mom watch this?
Oh yeah, she does.
So yeah,
She grown. She know what's up.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
It's adult humor.
she gives no fucks about conversations like this. So
And the craziest part, the game's called Super Motherload.
Which is the next game on the PlayStation Plus free games for the next console, PlayStation 3.
I can't.
Oh my god. It's been a while. We've been on hiatus. We're getting back on.
This is what you want, though.
We're back
From hiatus.
in black.
In black.
So the next game is Super Motherload. It's a cross-buy game, so you get for PS4 as well. And pretty much here is our description that we've gotten down from the PlayStation Store.
I copied it from the
PlayStation Store.
That's where we get our information from.
So set on Mars in an alternate Cold War era, Super Motherload is a 1 to 4 player couch co-op digging adventure with branching storyline choices, a fully voiced cast of Soviet and American characters, and a procedurally generated world that changes each time you play.
So it's roguelike.
Purchase powerful upgrades and supplies for your mining pod as you prosper and progress, as well as rare special abilities with random availability. Little, lots to say there. I've heard of this game. I haven't really seen much gameplay, but I didn't even know it's about Soviets and Americans working together.
Not the Cold War.
Not the real Cold. It's set on Mars.
Not the Cold War. No, this game got a 6 on IGN, 68.17 on IGN and Game Rankings, and it is cross-buy. It looked interesting. Definitely, it's a free game, and it's cross-buy, so you get it for your PS3, PS4. You'll have access to it. Add it to your library. It's definitely something
to try.
It's something that's going to be a niche, so there's going to be a handful of people that really like it.
Right.
There might be a bigger handful that don't like it. But from what I saw, it looks interesting. Yeah, it's U.S. and Soviets teaming together to save Mars. That's what
Digging
it is.
for that motherload.
Digging for the motherload.
The Motherload.
The cold air on freaking Mars where it's so hot. Yes.
Let's go ahead and jump to the next one. Who are you sexting?
Nobody except myself.
Sure.
So, other than talking to myself in the future, the next topic, game, I should say, for the PlayStation 3, for our PlayStation Plus free game of the month of August. Yep. I keep saying that every freaking time. It's going to be Snake Ball.
So after Super Motherload, get some Snake Ball.
Snake Ball. Snake.
Yes, I know. We're throwing all these nice references here, you know. Snake Ball, Super Motherload.
They did that on purpose.
It's the best month to do it on.
What was that one? The space one? Dick Star Space?
Spaceballs.
Dick Star Speed
yeah, I know what
like
you're talking about. With what? Yeah, the main character was like Dick or something like that.
Spaceballs?
Dick Star Speed, right?
Dick Star Speed?
Something like that.
Okay,
let's Snake Ball. What's up with Snake Ball, Kasey?
All right, so Snake Balls. I don't know why we're talking about Dick Star Speed. Is well, you know what? I'm just gonna read what this game is about. It's a frantic action. It's a collection of single and multiplayer modes. Loads of weapons. You know, you collect power-ups such as rapid-firing blasters and heat-seeking missiles, and use the 6-axis wireless controller for better aiming.
Oh, man.
You can personalize.
Yep.
Among 16 different snake ball riders, or map your face onto your snake baller with a PlayStation Eye or iToy USB camera.
I'm gonna put your face on your balls.
That on purpose.
High definition graphics and has dazzling and vibrant disco arenas, so it's very colorful. It's in 1080 and online features, so full online support with up to 8 players. This is basically.
Snake Ball Rider.
I've seen this game before.
Love me some Snake Ball Riders.
Yeah, you guys have played like Snake, right, or Centipede?
Yeah,
kinda like that.
Is it like that?
It's like that with 8 players, so you're supposed to be breaking off each other and trying to reduce each other back to 1. I remember playing this before,
It's terrible.
especially with 8 players. So you're in kind of like a little grid arena. I know, Snake Ballers. Who the heck would have thought of calling them that?
Ballers.
I am apparently 9 years old right now.
And yeah, just like Snake or Centipede, I don't know what game came first. You're supposed to break off each other's tails, but it's a multiplayer game as well.
I'll break off that tail.
Right.
Until you keep reducing yourself to one, because you're basically like round balls or. I don't know. We're in this weird topic.
Ain't no way you can get around it. Just try to push through it.
Yeah. So
on to the next
disco
one.
balls, you know, because it has a disco feel to it. But anyways, let's get on to the next game.
Vita.
We're actually on to the next console. It's the PlayStation Vita. And as I've always said, please keep it alive. It is a good system. Lots of indie games are being developed for it. Sad that AAA games have not.
We don't need you. Fuck you, AAA games.
So but it's still alive, and independent games are still supporting it. Which
you ain't shit.
Well, independent games are the shit.
I mean,
independent games.
I'm talking about the AAA games. we talking about AAA games, but we could use your support.
But yeah. Make sure that we didn't call independent games, saying you ain't shit.
Independent games
shit.
Independent games are awesome.
Please make some more. Believe me, I would love to play more indie games on there.
Make some more slapping games.
I don't know why. You just like slapping my plushie. You dirty, dirty boy. But anyways, next console is the PlayStation Vita, and we have 2 free PlayStation Plus games. So the first one is definitely everybody's aware of this game, Downwell. It's also a cross-buy on PlayStation 4. Downwell is a curious game about a young person venturing down a well in search of untold treasures with only his gun boots for protection.
Oh, snap.
Make your way further down and further down into the darkness filled with little nasty creatures and mysterious secrets.
And bitch-ass birds.
To collect spectacular red gems scattered about the rocks. So
Apparently somebody's played the game.
this is a quick pick 'em up game that you can play instantly without having to know what to do. But it's more like an arcade style as well.
It's addictive.
God, it's
kind of
freaking
like
good.
Flappy Birds.
Kind of, yes.
But less frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as the description describes, you're basically a boy that fell in a well with gun boots. And I believe you're supposed to keep falling down and down and down, and each time you fall down, you go into a different level, with more enemies attacking you. You get upgrades in the game if you decide to go to some of the stores in there.
Mm-hmm.
You're using gun boots. I've never heard of such a thing. So basically, you're falling. I heard of gun blades and
Bayonetta.
those are, oh,
She shoots out of her feet.
They're gun stilettos.
Stilettos are a form of boots.
I guess so. So yeah,
I got you.
So apparently he has gun boots. I don't know where he got them. They don't explain that. But hey, he's got gun boots, and he's just falling down more and more. You fight different creatures, as I mentioned, different upgrades. You get an upgrade every level that you pass, so you get to pick out of 2 choices. And the art style is very good. It's pixel style. It's animated very well. It has a white, black, and red theme to it, I believe.
And you can change the colors. You get more points, stuff like that. You can change the colors. IGN did not give it a grade. 87 on game rankings. And we saw that Steam, there was a lot of user reviews, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
Yep.
So it's a good game. You know what? We're not even going to talk about it. We're just going to let it speak for itself. But it is...
We kind of talked about it already.
It is that good.
We already
It
talked
is that
about
good.
it.
Yeah,
but
if you're
even
a fan
Kyle,
of
he
that.
literally just played it like 10 minutes before we
I
started.
watched it before, but there's a thing from me watching a game and enjoying it and actually being able to play it after watching it and also enjoying it too. And it's actually pretty addicting, except for the bitch-ass birds.
You don't like birds?
But it's simple graphics. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Because it's simple.
8-bit, right?
Like
16-bit.
super quick. Like if you chilling, bored, ain't got nothing to do,
Bus
pick it up,
ride, plane ride,
kill
yeah.
some time.
It's fun. So, what they could do with that, Kyle? They
Add it
could
to their motherfucking library.
add it to that library. You know what I'm saying?
Add it to the library.
Penis
Let's
slap library.
the penis slap library. All right, Kasey, level 22.
Yep.
Is that what's next on the list?
Oh, I thought you were talking about how strong I am. But yeah, level 22. Next game on
I'm
the
level
free
25.
PlayStation Plus games for PS Vita is a game called Level 22, like I mentioned before. So let's read the description here. It's the first stealth game set in the merciless and frenetic world of work. Are you late for work? Start panicking.
Oh, this is the story of my life.
Gary is an office worker who oversleeps after a drunken night out on town.
Oh
Sounds
yeah,
like Kyle.
that sounds exactly like what
Sounds
I'm
like Kyle.
doing.
Here's where it gets tricky because this isn't the first time Gary's been late for work.
Sounds like Kyle.
And he could be fired if he's spotted arriving at his desk after everyone else yet again. So he'll have to prove that he's smart and sneaky enough to make his way all the 22 floors between him and the office without being seen.
This actually sounds pretty fun.
I love...
It got
a
an
real-life
84 in game
simulation.
rankings, yeah. No ranking on IGN, but it sounds fun. It got a decent score in game rankings. Game rankings is a cumulative of other websites put into one and averaging out that score.
Right.
And 84 is pretty good because it takes it from like anywhere from 5 to 10 different websites. So that's pretty good. So add that to your library. Support the Vita. Add that to your library, and then go ahead and buy real games for the Vita as well to support it.
This reminds me of this one PC game I seen. It was something drunk walk or something like that. You seriously had to try to get home drunk, but it was like it was like one of those
Drunk walk.
It was like one of those runner games or whatever.
Right.
Temple run games.
Yeah, Temple
So like
Run.
you had to hop over boxes and dodge over trash cans as you was running through alleys and stuff, along with you being off balance and everything. So
That's a good concept.
It's a
so
documentary of Kyle's life coming soon.
Drunk walk.
But yeah, that's it for your free PlayStation Plus games. Add them to your library. That's the month of August 2017. Let's go ahead and take an outlook at games coming out in August. And I got this list off of PlayStationLifestyle.net. August 2017. I don't know why he's smiling right now.
I just looked at some of the titles of the game and I'm like, what are people thinking? They're doing it. They have to be doing it on purpose. They have to be doing this on purpose. Look at this. The Long Dark, Episode 1, Do Not Go Gentle. The fuck?
That's another documentary on Kyle's life after dark.
Do not go gentle.
Gotcha. Do not go gentle.
But you can, there are more games to this list. These are the games that popped out to me. You can go to our website, check it out. The titles do tend to change. As you will see, I will mention a game that we talked about last fall. Apparently it didn't come out last fall. It's coming out this month, but it was on that list. So nothing set in stone. But check out that website, give you more information, and you can search around, whatever. But this is what I found. So let's go ahead and start off with Patapon Remastered. Comes out August 1st in North America for the PS4. On the PSN, it's a remaster of a rhythm game.
Patapon?
Big following behind it. Greg Miller loves that game. He's excited. He's already platinumed it. So, yeah, it's it came out already.
Dark.
Kyle is talking about The Long Dark, Episode 1, Do Not Go Gentle, and then The Long Dark, Episode 2, Luminance Fugue?
I can't even say that.
Fugue?
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 Yeah.
Fugue.
This game is pretty interesting. It's a survival game. You're in the Canadian wilderness.
And it's episodic, and you survive off the land.
Yeah, you land. So it's one of those
Not off the
boring
penis.
survival games that people like. I think that was the
I
description.
gotta go refill.
L.O. Dick? But yeah.
It's a game where you survive out the Canadian wilderness. It's been doing good with Steam reviews that I saw because
I'm
it
gonna
was
have to check
early
that game
access.
out.
And but other than that, that's it. You survive out the Canadian wilderness, the nature. The nature. That's why I called it.
The nature.
The nature.
That's a good name.
Will go after you.
And next after that, Hellblade. How do you say her name? Senua's Sacrifice, August 8th.
I think it's Senua.
Oh, that's what it is. Senua. For the
Senua.
PS4 on PSN, August 8th, North America and Europe. And it is a digital download, and it is a PlayStation exclusive. And it got a 9 out of 10. It's got some really good reviews.
Beautiful.
And it looks good. And it's from the makers of Heavenly Sword.
Yep, Ninja Theory.
I thought so. I wasn't sure, but that was the first thing I thought when I seen it, though.
Really good review. We'll talk more about it later.
Does it connect with that at all? Or?
No, it's a separate.
It's a separate story.
Because the
own
first
story.
thing, when I heard about that, I was like, I wonder if it has to do with anything
With Heavenly
Heavenly
Sword.
Blade.
Oh, it is. Don't worry about that. We'll talk about it.
Okay, I got you.
The next game on the list is LawBreakers for the PS4, August 8th, North America and Europe. It is a first-person shooter, multiplayer, and from the videos I watched,
Similar to Overwatch.
kind of looks like Overwatch.
Yeah, I played the. I believe it's the open beta over the weekend when the game was released. Before
$29.99 though.
And
When was that?
it was a week before the game.
I
got
remember
released.
hearing about the game,
I
but I never...
was telling CPON, but I was playing LawBreakers for a little bit, and
What'd you
it's
think?
like Overwatch. You play different classes, and the thing about it is they don't have individual hero classes per se like Overwatch, because you have like a Diva and a Lucio and the Hanzo or whatever.
main.
And the McCree, Mr. High Noon or whatever. But
Yeah.
this game, each side, because you have each side is like a cops and robbers type of thing.
Okay.
One side is called the Law, and the other side is called Breakers.
Oh, wow.
But they're like cops and robbers. But the thing is, each side they share the same class. So each of them will have an assassin class. Each of them will have a.
So kind of like Rainbow Six. a little bit, right?
Well, yeah. Well, Rainbow Six is still individual classes. That's the thing. The thing is, they have 2 separate characters on both teams, but they are the same class. So they have like the assassin class on the breaker side is someone named Kitsune, a girl, and then the other side is also a girl.
Oh, so depending on which side you are, it depends on what character you get.
Yeah,
based
you
on
character
that
you get,
class.
but they are still the same class. So like,
Then it doesn't matter.
At that point, because it's just they have different characters that look different on each side. Like I said, the assassin class you play as Kitsune, or I forgot what the other girl's name. But they play the same either way.
Okay.
So it's kind of weird they did that.
So they have different characters, but they have the
pretty
same
much
classes
the same
on both
classes.
sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
so
Makes
weird.
sense. But it's like Overwatch.
So,
Yeah, it's
like,
like Overwatch.
Even if like, oh, you know, like on Battleborn, how you have like Phoebe, so you
Yep.
would have like the same mechanics as Phoebe, but it'll be a different character.
Phoebe. Yeah.
Yeah, Phoebe.
So another example is they have a meta class on both ends. One is a guy and one is a girl, but they do the same thing.
Yep.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
Still class
From what
play
I've
is still like
seen,
Overwatch.
I think when I seen the trailer a long time ago, personality's kind of similar to what they would have in Borderlands.
personality, they do swear a lot in this game.
So
Okay.
kind of like
This is like an M-rated
Battleborn,
Overwatch,
yeah.
but
kinda.
more of a first-person shooter.
Yeah, that
than
too.
a MOBA.
That too. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people are comparing it to Overwatch. I know that people don't want to put Overwatch and
It's cheaper.
LawBreakers
Hey,
in
babe.
the same sentence, which I just did right now.
wanna
But
show me
it
a
is kind of
tattoo?
in that similarity,
My girlfriend got a new tattoo.
and it's cheap because it's $30.
$29.99.
$29.99. There you go, $30.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Some people like it because it's more fast paced and it has a gravity function in the game where you go into like
That's reasonable. Other companies need to. Never mind. I'm not gonna get started. I need
go
a
ahead,
refill.
go ahead,
I need
rant.
a refill.
No,
I'm gonna
go
go
rant.
refill. I'll be back. I'm gonna refill.
He's gonna refill. Well then, with that, let's go ahead and
Yes.
jump to the next one. Mega Man Legacy Collection Dos 2 comes out August 8th, North America and Europe,
Yep.
and it is reproductions of 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Yep. So if you guys are looking for a physical copy for Mega Man 9 and 10, since those are the only digital copies available, here's your chance to get Mega Man 9 and 10 on disc form. Other than that, I mean, 7, 8 is already available on like PlayStation disc.
Mhm.
Or actually, no, I think Mega Man 8 is on PlayStation, and 7 is still a Super Nintendo game. But either way, you get a disc form of this, but a lot of times it will just be getting a disc for Mega Man 9 and 10 since those were released digitally.
Yeah.
So now's your chance to get a physical one, so I recommend getting it if you guys are big Mega Man.
Because Kasey likes getting
collectors.
physical.
Yeah, I like Mega Man physically.
Yeah.
Physically.
Physical.
Physical disc version.
Cough. Cough. And the next game on the list is Sin Mori X. PS4, retail, PSN, August 8th, North America and Europe. It is a side-scrolling shooter, and from the looks of it, it reminded me of Raiden, but it's the side view instead of the top-down view.
So it's like Darius Twins.
Yep. So
Okay.
I'm not sure if it was
Bullet hell
multiplayer.
games.
I didn't catch that, but
Shmups.
it looked interesting. It looked fun.
So it's a shmups game.
Okay.
Or
Yep.
they call them shoot 'em ups, but they shorten it to shmups, if you guys don't
Shmups.
know.
Shoot.
Shmups. Shoot 'em ups, so they go shmups. Shmups.
Interesting.
That's what they call it.
Next game
Those
on the
retro-
list
Those retro guys.
is Agents of Mayhem for the PS4. Retail, August 15th, North America, August 18th in Europe. It is from the makers of Saints Row.
Yep, so makers of Saints Row made this game. It's a single-player game from what I saw, but you get to switch between different agents on the fly. But you get to pick what you want, which agent you choose for the mission.
And it's just supposed to be crazy, nutso sandbox fun.
Yeah.
Like how the Saints Row games are.
Yep.
Okay.
But supposedly even a little more extreme, I think. Like a little more, like,
This,
dare I say it, close to Crackdown maybe?
I don't
Like
know.
with some of the
each-
insane stuff.
Yeah,
Really?
each character does something weird. Like there's a freaking fisherman who acts like a whaler or whatever. He has an anchor or something like that, and he swears a lot, like a sailor. And then of course they have a guy. I think his name is Hollywood or something like that.
Yep.
And when he fights, he sends out stunt doubles.
I almost made a semen joke about the sailor.
Man, I was thinking of Johnny Cage for a second.
Like
Hollywood.
I think his name was
Right.
Hollywood. But yeah, like when he, I believe when he like his special abilities are to send stunt doubles that help him fight.
Oh
Nice.
wow. Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, I guess so,
That
something
is.
like
That's
that.
actually
Yeah.
what it reminds me of. But yeah, that comes out this month. It might be a good hit, might be a miss, because sometimes St. Rose games, like number 3 got like a 8.5, and then number 4 got like a 7. But they're good sandbox open world games. Check them out.
Yep.
Do some research. Check it out.
Next game on the list is Matterfall for the PS4, August 15th, North America, August 16th in Europe, and it's from the creators of Resogun and Alienation, and it's a side-scrolling shooter puzzle.
Yeah, I saw that. Was it like a Metroidvania type?
Yeah, kind of. It reminded me of that. Yeah, but
So, okay.
Looks really good.
When you say Resogun, okay, it's Housemarque. They're the ones that make that.
Yep.
Those type of games. Alienation, Resogun.
yep. So they're the makers of it, but it's like a side scroll,
Detonation.
and it does give me a sense of
So-
Metroid.
Yeah, that's why I figured. But then it's gonna have the bullet hell crap that they always put in there.
Mhm.
I mean, that's not crap. It's good. I like that stuff. But yeah, it's gonna have that probably in the moving side-scrolling type, like you said. So that's gonna be pretty interesting, especially if it's like a Metro.
I've heard a lot of positive, what do you call it, previews of it and stuff like that on IGN. So
Yeah, I saw some videos on it. It looked pretty good.
check it out. You heard anything about it?
I have not.
Well, we will go to the next one. Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, Episode 2. Giant consequences, like long, dark
Minecraft is still
consequences.
going. That is crazy, man.
Comes out for PlayStation 4 August
It's like
15th,
Legos,
North
man.
America
Never
and Europe.
disappears.
Yeah.
And it's more Minecraft and story mode. Everything everybody else is into. So,
Oh, nothing. I'm gonna leave it a little bit.
oh, okay. Who's watching the kids?
I was just hanging out out there.
Yay.
They're fine.
Peace out, Shawty.
What?
I said peace out, Shawty.
Next game on the list, Nidhogg 2. Yeah, you do that.
You gotta catch it, put it in your pocket. Save it for later.
Nidhogg 2, August 15th, North America and Europe. It's a fighting game. And it's based off of number 1.
Yeah.
And they've added a couple more mechanics. Before it was one poke kill type of thing. And you had to run to the other side or something like that?
Yeah, you always run to the other side. You get sacrificed by the Nidhogg or whatever that thing is called.
But-
so they improved the They kind of improved the graphics.
They've
Hmm.
updated it with different weapons now. So now it's not only the sword. Now when you die, you can set modes to have it where they respawn with a different random weapon. So I saw
Ooh, more customization.
an arrow or a bow and arrow. I saw a knife. I saw the sword. And it just like playing crazy, stupid fun. It looked fun.
You could also fist fight too. If you
Yep.
Just, you
But
throw-
you can't kill him. You can't kill him with a fist, I don't think.
Really?
No, you kill them. I see them snap their necks in there and
Oh,
stuff like that.
because from
Oh,
what I
stop.
saw, all he kept doing was jump kicking him, and he fell down, and he got back up.
No, you could do that and then like snap his neck, I believe. So
Oh.
I don't know. Nidhogg is supposed to be fast paced because it's one on
Goodness
one.
gracious.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
funny.
like dive kick.
It's
Little bit.
It's like a funny 1 versus 1 game that's like
Okay.
2D.
But dive kick's really funny.
Yeah, dive kick is
Dive
really
kick
funny.
is really funny.
Next game on the list is Night Trap, August 15th, North America and Europe, and it is a remake of a classic horror live action game. Kasey can tell you more about this one.
Yeah, so this is based off of a classic game back in the 90s, of course. And these were when full motion video games were coming out. So, you got like the Zelda CDI games and
Mortal Kombat.
Dragon Lair, Mortal Kombat.
Because Mortal Kombat, they used real people.
You're
And they
thinking
recorded
of
movements look right.
the Sub-Zero one, or Mortal Kombat, what was it called?
No,
Mortal
if you look at the very original Mortal Kombat, they used real people.
Yeah, but that's not full motion video. That's just like using real people for pixel art. So
Yeah, I know, but it's
Not like
a
that.
similar thing.
No, it's actually showcasing videos.
Yeah,
and they
it's a
interacting
video,
with
but
you.
I'm just saying they use real people.
No, you stop
That's all.
that.
They did.
Anyways,
They did.
Mortal Kombat's not known as an FMV game, so
But yeah, it's not an FMV, but they use real people.
I don't know why he's
That is
bringing that
true.
up. So, anyways, yeah, Night Trap, classic game, came out on a lot of consoles, Sega Saturn, PC, I think the Sega Master System as well.
Sega Saturn, that takes me back.
I never got to play one.
I had one. The game I played the most on there was Virtua Fighter 2, I think.
Yeah.
Sega Saturn? Yeah, I think that was on there.
It's a real thing. That's a real thing. Like, yeah, I've always wanted to play a Sega Saturn, never got a chance to. Had to settle for my PlayStation.
But yeah, it was also part of a controversy where they were trying to get the ESRB rating as well too. The funny part is the game is rated T now because back then people were exaggerating a lot on like these games that they thought were violent because Mortal Kombat came out.
Yeah, like
that kind of pushed the ESRB rating on that too. And then they brought in Night Trap, and then now Night Trap is rated T because it's freaking not even a mature game. There's no like.
I was
crazy
just
deaths
watching
or
a
anything
video that was talking about like
Night Trap?
I'm not sure Night Trap. There was some kind of fighting game that was 3D. I think it was like for Dreamcast or some shit. But it was supposed to be like really brutal and stuff like that. And like that stuff back then compared to what we get now is nothing close.
Baby shit.
To as bad as what we get right
That ain't
now.
shit.
Yeah, so that's when people
Mortal
were...
Kombat 10. Mortal Kombat 9, it doesn't matter. Like, either one of those is way worse than what they were back then.
Right.
This is true.
And they was tripping super hard back then, so.
Last of Us.
Yeah.
Some of those kills are gruesome. To see,
especially on multiplayer.
To see the struggle killing somebody. And
right.
Blah, blah. You know?
Fucking
like,
the baseball bat and everything, too.
Yep.
Shit's
So,
brutal.
I mean, that's baby shit. We ain't scared of that shit. We
But-
grown.
So,
Big boys.
So yeah, it's an FMV game. I tried to get this game physically on limited run games, and they ran out like crazy. So you can still get a digital version if you guys are still wanting to get Night Trap. And like I said, it's like any other FMV game back in the 90s. Like I mentioned, Dragon's Lair, Zelda CDI, even Tex Murphy games if you guys ever played Tex Murphy. So check it out if you want to get nostalgic and play some old school FMV games. Yeah,
but that comes out August 15th, North America and Europe. Next game on the list, Observer for the PS4, August 15th, North America and Europe. And this, from what I saw, was a cyberpunk horror game.
Ooh, never heard
and
of it.
It is one of those kind of like those narrative stories, like whatchamacallit, like Walking Dead or Heavy Rain or something like that.
those.
So it's very story driven, focused on
so
that.
It's point and click a little bit too.
A little bit. It's more like Heavy Rain. So you'll a lot of what do you call that?
You got choices.
Choices and the what is that? What the God of War where they like push X,
Quick time events.
Quick time events. There you go.
Push X.
So after that, Paranormal Activity: The Lost Soul VR game. It is a horror game coming out for VR August 15th, North America and Europe.
Ooh.
It claims, I was watching the trailer, it will make you literally pee your real pants. That's what it said. I saw some of the trailer stuff. Baby shit. That ain't no Resident Evil.
I was about to say, if it's not like, whatchamacallit? What was that, the freaking demo that
Kitchen?
never became...
PT?
Oh,
PT, yeah. If it's PT, they put some shit in the game that I've never seen done before.
That's because that's Hideo Kojima right there.
Yeah,
That's Hideo Kojima's mind that way.
I can't even say his name.
Guillermo del Toro.
Del Toro.
But still, I mean, something as simple as like you happen to speak into a mic in the game in order to activate something that, like stuff like that.
That makes it
we don't
interactive.
get
I
that.
like that.
Like we need more things, more innovative people to do things
And
like that.
all
especially
you
for
literally
games.
did was walk around the same hallway like
Yes.
50 million
That's
times.
all it was.
But it was good. Like, it was scary. It made me jump. And I was watching Kasey play it. It made me jump.
I was watching him play. I didn't play.
That bitch is scary. She would come to the screen, blah, 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 You got the freaking talking bag
Right.
or whatever. Stuff like that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Paranormal Activity, you want something horror, VR, check it out.
Yeah. check
Next
it
game
out.
on the list, Sonic Mania for the PS4, August 15th, North America. It is remasters of previous Sonic stages put into one. So if you're a Sonic fan, if you're a Sega person,
Good for
whatever, if you like
nostalgic
your
feeling.
platformers, check it out. A lot of Sonic fans are excited about it. I grew up on Sonic, but I can easily admit Sonic's a 7. It's not an 8 or a 9 or a 10.
Unless they could make this
Definitely a
Sonic
7.
Mania.
I say the only game I really enjoyed a lot was probably Sonic Adventures. And that was just based off of going through the whole thing of finding Chaos Emeralds, playing with the different... They did
That's the
like
3D one, right?
Yeah, that's the one where they did like... First time I experienced where you played through a story
Yeah.
and the story switched to different characters.
Yeah.
So you had to play with all the characters. Kind of like what fighting games are doing now.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
So, but that comes out August 15th. Undertale is the next one on the list for
Woo!
PlayStation 4
I'm looking forward
and
to this.
Vita. It is cross-buy. August 15th, North America and Europe. It is an RPG. I didn't really understand what the trailer was trying to explain or do.
It's what it is it's a simple RPG, kind of like Earthbound. If you guys ever seen like the gameplay of Earthbound, man, that's mostly where it's an RPG where you pick your attacks and you actually see the enemy straight ahead of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't see your character though. You know, it's in first person.
Other
Breath of
games
Fire
is
did
like
that
that.
as well too, I believe. And Dragon Warrior, like one of the earlier Dragon Warrior games, had that simple combat as well, where you just see the portrait of the enemy and then you pick attacks.
Yeah, I think the big thing for Undertale is probably a story that's really been captivating a lot
That
of people.
because the story's about this little girl falls below
Falls down?
the surface of the earth
Yeah,
or
pick her
something
up.
like that, and then she meets these monsters, and that's where the character-driven part of the story comes in.
Yeah,
Because you have unique characters with different
complex
stories.
on how you get to actually complete the story.
Okay.
Yep. And then here's the thing: your combat, because you could go into combat with them. But the thing is, you can since they have like specific main monsters that you talk to, you can either subdue them or pacify them so that they could be friends. In fact, you can. I heard you can go through the whole game just being
Without
friends
killing
with,
anybody.
without killing.
Yeah.
Really?
And it affects the outcome of the story and the
So
ending
this
of the
game is
game.
really, I mean, it's an RPG based off of choices.
Yep, choices.
Kind of
Right.
like an 8-bit game, right?
Yeah, it's
But
8-bit, and it
it's
reminds me of Earthbound
really
a little
deep and
bit.
complex as far as how the story and how you get to go
Interesting.
through it and everything.
Yeah,
Because
so-
I heard a lot of hype behind it, but I never really understood why. I'm just like, oh, it's RPG.
Yeah,
whatever.
it's the story. I think is the biggest
The
thing
story's
about
the
it, and how
biggest thing,
you and how you can go about it.
So I recommend people pick it up because they did a good job on Steam. I know I'm picking it up. I'm getting the collector's edition later down the road. We can do an unboxing.
That's how big it is.
And I can post it up on time.
We'll see about that.
Let's jump to the next one. Zero Time Dilemma. And this one really popped out at me. PS4, August 17th, North America, to where I put the description down. So the story is a set between the previous two games and follows 9 people who are kidnapped and masked, or who are kidnapped by a masked person known as Zero. They are divided into 3 teams and forced to play a death game called the
Hunger
Decision
Games.
Game.
Oh,
The players take the roles of 3 of the characters and play through the chapters. The story is made up of these Wait. Okay. The player takes the roles of 3 of the characters and plays through the chapters. The story is made up of these consist of animated cinematics, escape the room, puzzles, and moral decisions for the player to make. The chapters represent 90-minute periods and can be played out of order.
I always wanted to do an escape room.
And it seemed interesting. Like,
So-
it really popped out at me.
So this game is basically made by Spike Chunsoft. If you guys know what games
Yeah,
they
we
make,
don't-
they
we
made
don't know who the fuck that
Dunga
is.
Rumpa. So
Really?
So they are the creators that
Gosh,
also
that-
made this separate series, Zero Time Dilemma. They also have a
this should
compilation
actually-
game called the Non-Rare Games, I
This
believe.
should definitely be pretty good. What is the, I guess, art style like for it?
I completely forgot. I watched the video.
Is
I
it anime style?
Yeah, I think it's very anime similar. But wouldn't that be a crazy twist if Zero was Monokuma?
I don't think they're gonna mix their games like that. But they made like the Zero Escape games, and you can get a compilation called the Non-Rare Games, which has the previous games before Zero Time Dilemma,
Okay.
because they had they had. I'm looking it up right now. 'Cause
That
I actually have this
anime
game.
confused me so much. I had to watch through it.
Yeah,
twice.
Virtua's Last Reward. That's why it is also part of the series as well. But they always make these narrative games. It's point and click, but you get to learn more about the characters in the game. And like I said, it's Spike Chunsoft. They also helped make Danganronpa as well, which is, I believe, is a really good narrative game. You can
Y'all
get
should-
on the
What I've
Vita.
heard. It's all
Y'all
I've ever
should
heard.
actually watch the anime in the abridged version on YouTube too.
I watched the original one, so because I beat the first game.
I
So
watched the abridged first because it just popped up, and
Mm-hmm.
then I went back and watched the anime. And like I said, I was confused as hell, so I went
Yeah.
back and watched through it again. And then I watched through the story of all of the games for... What did they come out on? Whatever the games came out on, I watched through all of them.
Vita.
on the Vita,
Was it Vita?
Yeah, they came out on
yeah.
Vita.
because these are Vita games. So, but this is a PS4 one right here. But
Yep.
I assume
So-
there's a Vita version as well. I hope.
So it actually
Maybe.
could be pretty good because I like what they did.
Yeah. So, I mean, definitely check it out. It comes out soon. Next game on the list is Bleed. PS4, August 22nd, North America, August 23rd, Europe. And it is a side-scroller shooter, and it had a Scott Pilgrim look. Like, the art style reminded me of Scott Pilgrim.
Bleed.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, it might be from the same makers or whatever, but check that out. The next game on the list, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Episode 3, More Than a Feeling. August 22nd, North America and Europe. You guys know what that's about.
That's by Telltale, right?
Yes, sir.
They are getting ready to unleash some havoc, and I love it.
Yeah, they're coming out
Like-
with non-stop stuff, and a lot of their stories are really good. Like,
They're coming.
very minimal complaints about their games
Oh.
or story.
They got that Batman game coming out. Or no, they already had the Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
season
doing the
2's coming
Batman, Guardians of the Galaxy.
They got another
King
one
of
coming out.
Thrones.
Yep.
And they're
Game
finishing
of
up
Thrones.
Walking
Game
Dead.
of Thrones,
Also,
yeah.
they're getting ready
Yeah.
to finish that one up too. So like, I'm
Yeah, I still-
hyped.
I still got to get that third Walking Dead game from them. So, the Frontier.
It's so good.
You spoiled yourself. I
I
can
didn't
tell.
spoil anything.
You
It's
spoiled
good.
yourself. Play through it, you bastard. No, next game on the list is I'm just gonna clap because this game I've seen previews. I'm trying to not spoil myself. Uncharted: The Lost Legacies, PS4, August 22nd, North America and Europe, and it's yeah, she left. She left all of us.
Right. What are you doing?
So hard. What? Where?
She was seriously pushing in between the little gap in between the thing and the wall.
So, my girlfriend's gone, so my kids might bother us. But yeah, okay. Uncharted Lost Legacies, you can get a standalone DLC disc, and it is more Uncharted, and it's of my favorite character, Chloe.
Yep.
I like Chloe because I like her
Chloe.
accent, because I think it's sexy. But it's supposed to be really good. It's not as long as Uncharted 4. It's the next big game. The last time I played the Uncharted story was a little over a year ago. So I'm excited for this. So anything from you guys? You guys excited for it?
I'm excited. Just can't wait to play it.
I will watch it.
Should beat it because it's short. It's only supposed to be kind of like Left Behind, where it's less hours than Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
So Uncharted 4, I felt ran a little long. A lot of people thought that too. This one's supposed to be anywhere from 8 to maybe 12 hours. So it could be shorter, it could be longer. Don't know, but I'm excited for it.
Yep.
Next game on the list, this is what Kyle's excited for. Madden NFL 18, PS4, August 25th, North America and Europe. You gonna pick it up?
Yeah, I've been picking up Madden since 2002. So,
Falcons.
I kind of got to continue the tradition of me getting Madden every year and start my
God.
fantasy.
Every
fantasy.
year.
Yeah.
Every year. You
Every
make
year.
me sick.
I hate that they do that,
2002.
but yeah, seriously, since 2002.
Every
I think
You
it-
buy
year.
Call of Duty every year?
I did at first. Well, not every. I did once I got into
Black Ops?
No, Modern Warfare.
Oh, okay.
When that one first came out, because I liked the story.
Mhm.
So I did that. I did 2. I did 3. I did Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2.
You do World at War?
I didn't do World at War.
World at War
That was
story
when I
is really
stopped.
good too.
And then I came back for Ghost.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, fuck Call of Duty.
Oh man.
But yeah, Madden comes out. Next game on the list, I might have to get it because I got some hate mail on my PSN. my name is Monkey D. Luffy. I am the original Monkey D. Luffy on the PSN.
Yep, you
Somebody
sure
sent
are.
me hate mail, and he said, not one single One Piece trophy in your trophy list, you piece of shit. And I said, you know what? Couldn't find any good games that I liked, but I did play a couple on the PS2. A couple like the Carnival games and stuff like that,
Is
but there's no
Carnival
trophies
the
for those.
Dynasty Warriors one?
Yeah,
This one is supposed to be kind of like a mix of Dynasty Warriors and Tokiden.
Ooh.
So it's kind of like open world, and you can team up with your friends and stuff like that. From what I saw,
Well,
I don't know if there's
Red
crafting or
Deluxe is
anything
supposed
like that.
to be an adventure game as well.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting how they implement that.
Wait, how far set is this game supposed to go?
It's
though?
its own story, actually.
It goes up until Flamingo,
Oh,
and
so
then
it's
it
not
has
even-
it has its own story after that.
Yeah, this is actually a story they created for this game.
There was a little rat.
It's like those movies that they make, the One Piece movies.
Oh.
Heart
okay.
of Gold.
Yeah, so
It's actually
this
a good movie.
this is
You need
also
to
kind of
catch
like
up.
that. It's its own story. They
Be
made
on
their
that
own villain for the
category
game.
status.
What? No! Shut up! No! No! You didn't hear that. No spoilers here. We don't spoil shit. We might spoil Final Fantasy 15. But next game on the list, Casey's excited for. He got a digital and hard copy. Absolver for the PS4, August 29th, North America and Europe, and it is a MMO style fighting game. Open world.
That's the
Yep.
one you showed us, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
they
that
wear-
game comes out end of the month.
Yep. So they wear these masks so that they can train and become absolvers, which we don't even know what the heck
That's
that is.
kind of like the idea I had for the game that I wanted to be created. They kind of took it.
Game developers, come holler at Kyle. He's got some
Hit me
ideas.
up. I got some good ideas. Especially
You
if
can't
y'all trying to
program,
compete.
but he could draw something.
A little bit.
So
But if you need ideas, hit me up.
Sure. So yeah, it's a good game from what I've saw. Anyways, it's one of those $30 release games like LawBreakers, and you like I mentioned earlier, you play as these people who are masked who are trying to become something called absolvers. So they go on a journey, and they learn different martial arts and they have different stances and different classes as well. There's so many things you can do from what I've seen. They're gonna work a lot on
This
the core
is so
mechanics.
much like the idea I had. I wanted a game like this, but I wanted to be like a combination of like that mixed with like Naruto. As far as like it'd be like different. It'd be like ninjas. Well, you know how they had the separated clans and everything.
Yeah.
But like you pick where you want to grow up with, and you like for your base stats and abilities,
Yep.
it would be from that clan. But you can also travel to other places and learn different fighting styles
Yeah.
and abilities too.
Yeah.
That was my idea. They
And-
took it.
And that's,
Should've had that
you'll
shit.
definitely like it because they released a recent trailer where you can do character customization as well.
There you
There
go.
you go.
So
There you go.
it works a lot of the core mechanics on real life fighting too. They put like Muay Thai,
Jeet
Jeet
Kune Do.
Do. I don't know about Jeet Kune Do.
Wushu.
Wushu for sure. That was like a big inspiration in there.
Way
And
of the
they,
Fist.
They
if
even
you
put
didn't
drunken
know.
boxing in there as well, which I'm definitely going to be trying to learn in the game.
Mhm.
Because the stance system looks pretty good, and also it's multiplayer as well.
They are headed into the right direction. If they do this right, they have a lot of potential of making something good, especially for people in the FGC for wanting something different. I think this has a lot of
It
potential.
reminds me of
And-
For Honor, but fighting.
Yep.
Yes.
For
Like-
honor without the weapons.
And
There is
overworld.
there is weapons, but the
Yeah, your
weapons,
fists and your,
Your fist.
feet.
You can actually magically bring a sword out, but that's like a super move in the game or something like that, and it will disappear.
Super.
It'll disappear after like a few like
Sideshow.
uses of it.
Cool.
Because the core mechanic of the game is martial arts. That's what it is. Martial arts.
Huh?
The core mechanic of the game is mostly martial arts. So you're not going to be using weapons a lot. Other than that, though, it's made by like a small indie developer called Slow Clap. Yeah, they call it Slow Clap. And the publishers is Devolver Digital. Devolver Digital publish a lot of games, and they're working with them to do that. They also publish like Enter the Gungeon or Foul Play. So yeah,
Gungeon.
that's why I'm so excited because
He's excited for it. We're excited for it. Check it out. It's coming out.
Or am I tripping?
It's McDonald's.
McDonald's.
I can't.
Next game on the list, we talked about this last fall. It's just weird. Ark Survival Evolved. PS4, August 29th, North America and Europe.
This
I
is a
coulda
full
swore
release.
So, what does that mean?
That means that is actually being released as a full game.
So it wasn't full before.
Yeah, it was early access.
Early access.
Oh.
Because there's a founders
Yeah,
pack that you
yeah.
could have paid for on the PlayStation for a while back to get early access to it. And that's how the game was on Steam. It was early access. That's why there's so many videos out of Ark Survival. And I don't know why'd you made that fart noise. And yeah, that's
It was you.
now the reason why there's a date.
It wasn't me. Casey looked at my lips on the video. It wasn't me.
Yeah, I was looking so hard at it. I was like, it's got to be him. I was like, nope, it's not him. But yeah, don't worry, inside joke. But yeah, pretty
Literally.
much this game is now a full release. You can actually buy it with full price. Whoever bought it early on will, of course, will have the game.
Probably
as
get all the
full price.
DLC
I've
and all
been
the other
hearing a
extra
lot
stuff.
and seeing a lot about it, so it's been pretty popular.
It got really good reviews for that open access thingy. So.
Yeah, so it basically the premise is it's a survival game, and you are trying to survive as a like a normal human. You start out naked, and pretty
How
much
naked?
like you don't have clothes, and
Penis
Like
slap?
the dick
I
just
think that you might see
slanging?
that. I don't play it that much. but
vagina being
Swaying
aired
thing?
out.
that could be it. And so
It's a good game.
I believe you start out naked, and then you have to like start surviving after that. I saw people like doing things like punching down trees because they didn't make tools.
Kind
at
of
the
like
time.
Let It Die.
I heard about all that, and I like that, but then you get to the point to where... Never mind.
Then you get to the point where
He uses
you
his
start
penis.
going because you can play by yourself and just start surviving. There's a lot of like dinosaur, Jurassic feel to it as well. So you got like that prehistoric feel. You can also find futuristic weapons in there too, so it's pretty interesting.
Shout out to King
You
Lightning.
could also tame dinosaurs and build your own settlements. It's pretty interesting survival game. A lot of people have jumped onto it.
Yeah.
And of course, if you want to go beyond that, you can go into the PvP servers where people start harassing you left and right.
Molesting you. Now, next game on the list, Dead Alliance Ps4, August 29th,
Oh,
North America
God,
and
this
Europe.
game.
This is a interesting take on
Yeah.
first-person shooters and multiplayer because they have thrown zombies in the mix. Not just any zombies. These zombies you can control and have them attack other people.
This game is not
Thought you was
that
gonna say
great.
butt zombies for
This
a
game's
second.
not that great. I've actually played the beta for this. It was so weird. There was actually a PS4 beta before the release.
Well, it's not good, but if you like shit like that,
it was so buggy, man.
but it was the beta, so they might have fixed it. Might have
Oh,
got a little
God, I
better.
don't
From
know.
what I saw, it seemed interesting. So instead of shooting somebody, you can hide and be like control a group full of zombies and have them attack that person. And while they're shooting these zombies, you can shoot them or have the zombies.
Here's
kill
the
them.
thing. It reminds
Right?
me of Umbrella Corps.
Oh, no.
Okay, we don't want to talk about it.
But
Let's
it's
go
first.
ahead.
It's
No.
first person.
Let's go ahead.
And you throw
yeah.
pheromone bombs at the zombies. To
Everybody's
go after.
golf. Everybody's Golf for the PS4, August 29th, North America, August 30th, Europe. And it is called Everybody's Golf, but its original name was Hot Shots Golf. So the reason why they called it Everybody's Golf was on different continents, it was called a different
A name?
type of golf game.
Oh, what?
Really?
Yeah. So in America, it was called Hot Shots. In Europe, it was called something else. In Japan, it was called something else. So that's
Something,
why
it was called something else.
they called it
Something else golf.
Everybody's Golf,
What a name.
which is interesting.
Well, that
And
makes sense.
There's a lot of dedicated fans to this. It's actually a really good golf game with little quirk mechanics and stuff like that. I played the shit out of a demo for my portable PlayStation, my PSP,
Yep.
and
Penis
I
slap.
played the shit out of the demo. So definitely, I think I haven't seen a Tiger Woods game in a long time.
Yeah, that's true. PGA golf.
So
Yes,
maybe Everybody's Golf can, I guess, fill that void of no golf games on consoles or whatever. So, but yeah, on to the next
I
one.
didn't even notice that. I actually like
Yeah.
Tiger Woods golf too.
Yeah, it was fun.
Me and my dad used to play online all the time.
That is actually what taught me what golf was about.
Yeah.
Like, I never knew it was about getting low score. I'm like, this motherfucker's just hitting a ball, just walking after it. Like,
Right.
Like, do you get 3 points when you make it in or
That's
something
how
like
I
that?
learned about hockey too.
And you actually get less points. So, Wayne Gretzky? Did you play Wayne Gretzky? Hockey? What'd you
No,
play?
the NFL
NHL?
Blitz version of hockey. I forgot what it was called though.
NHL Blitz.
NHL Blitz? I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. I forgot what it was called.
NHL
but
Streets?
That's when I learned about hockey too, is by doing stuff like that, which is actually really good if you want to learn how sports works.
Yeah.
Try out the game first.
Definitely. The next game on the list is Abduction for the PS4, August 29th, North America and Europe, and is a mystery puzzle game, and it's interesting because you're on a different planet and you go to different planets and you're trying to find your way back to Earth. So
Sounds interesting.
The
Yeah,
idea
that's
sounds
actually
really cool.
Pretty interesting.
Go check it out. Videos on YouTube, stuff like that. Next game on the list, Pillars of Eternity Complete Edition for the PS4, retail, and on the PSN, August 29th, North America and Europe, and it's Diablo-like.
Yeah.
And it came on PC, and with the Complete Edition, you get all the DLC, characters, and stuff like that. It looks cool. I don't know if it got really good reviews.
I don't know how long that game's been out, Pillars of Eternity. I've heard it for a while that it's been on PC.
Really?
It does have the similar graphics of like Baldur's Gate, I
No
believe.
one's...
Okay. I just didn't want to say it out loud. I'm gonna action roll out here real quick.
That's
next,
fine.
Action
Next game on the list is Warriors All-Stars for the PS4 retail and PSN, August 29th, North America. Kasey can break this one down for you guys.
Yeah, so Warriors All-Star is basically your Dynasty Warriors Heroes game, kind of, where... But it's a Tecmo Koei mix-up, so you have... It's an all-star game, basically, with all your Tecmo Koei characters. So you got, like, you know, Zhao Yun from Dynasty Warriors. You got...
Hanzo from Samurai.
I guess so, like Yukimura Sanada from Samurai Warriors. You got people from, like, Ninja Gaiden as well.
What about
like
Sengoku Basara?
Sengoku Basara. That's a Capcom game, man.
Oh, is it? Never mind. Scratch that off.
They also have like other characters too. Like I said, you know, Ninja Gaiden, Ryu, Hayabusa. Dead or Alive, they got Ayane.
William.
They got William from
Neo.
Neo.
William.
So a good mix-up of the Warriors game and other collaborations that they put together. The thing is, since it's a Warriors All-Star game, it's played like a Dynasty Warriors game.
Hack and slash, and if you like that stuff, I mean, it's been around for a while, so obviously people like it. Gets poor reviews, but if you like that stuff, it's fun. Like, we like that stuff. We like the Dynasty series.
Like, it's always been available. No one's got sick of the game yet, of the style of it yet.
So,
in fact, if you see like other games that Tecmo Koei has collaborated with, they. Oh my goodness! Well, you hopped in right there.
I'm back.
So the Warriors All Stars game. I mean, Tecmo Koei has worked with other publishers and developers as well. Like they did Hyrule Warriors.
yeah, Hyrule
The
Warriors.
One Piece.
One Piece, Gundam.
The Gundam versus, I believe.
What's that?
Dynasty
What's
Warriors
that?
people?
Yeah, the Dynasty. What was
shit.
that? What
Actually,
what was
that
other game?
Gundam was actually pretty good. My favorite one was the Shining Finger.
Shiny.
I knew you would pick that
That was
guy.
my favorite one.
I picked that guy from Gundam.
He had a Psycho Crusher for his Musu.
So yeah, now they're making a Warriors All Stars game with the collaboration of their games. mixed
Didn't Dragon
together.
Quest Warriors have one too?
Yep, Dragon
Oh, yeah.
Quest Warriors
That's
was awesome.
what-
Anything with the Warriors name in it.
So, but yeah, hack and slash. Go check it out if you like those style games. Next game on the list. So we got this game for PlayStation Plus back in April.
Disc Jam.
Disc Jammers? Well, Windjammers for the PS4 and Vita finally comes out August 29th, North America. Europe, if you don't know what that is, it's a remaster of the original Windjammers that came out, in the 90s. It plays very similar to Disc Jammers, but it's more of a top-down view.
Yeah, it's top down. It's
And the
more-
graphics
it's
are
2D.
pixely.
But I think
Seems like the same
it
thing.
might have more diversity and character abilities. in
Yeah,
that
with
one than
Disc Jammers,
actually
there's,
Disc
like,
Jammers.
6 people?
Disc Jam.
Yeah.
But even still, where it, because the supers were all the same regardless of who you had, right?
Yeah, so I think
Well, you could pick different supers. Like, there were 3 different
there's
Yeah.
3 different
supers.
ones, but each character, of course, had the same one.
Yeah,
so.
Disc Jammers, I think everybody has their own set abilities and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
like
Disc
that.
Jam. And with this game, it was made a while back. It's a Neo Geo classic. but everybody.
Windjammers.
Just jamming.
I'm drunk.
Everybody's well. That's because you guys are getting into calling it jammers. It's Disc Jam, and pretty much though this game same as Disc Jam, but it's 2D, and it's a Neo Geo game, and well, a lot of people are excited because it's a retro classic that they're bringing back with online play. So that's gonna be really interesting because Disc Jam came out, and we're gonna see how the community is gonna be for Windjammers. We don't know.
Because Disc Jam is really fun.
Yeah, Disc Jam is really fun. The thing is that the servers were kind of is slow and hard to find people. I think they're gonna bring it back. I think they're gonna bring it back with Windjammers, which is what everybody was looking forward to.
Yeah.
So
I like the concept. It's just the execution, and I think it comes down to the same problem what I think a lot of games deal with now. Russian shit.
Not coming out finished, waiting on updates and stuff like that.
yep.
We'll
And
get
you
into
know-
that once we get in there later.
And you know that first impressions mean everything, right?
Exactly.
Disc Jam is still a good game. Windjammers might be having
It's-
more of a community because it's been around retro-wise.
And it might
For
be just cleaned
future
up.
companies that plan on coming out with games.
Get him, Kyle. Get him.
Look at fucking No Man's Sky and what they did to themselves. They did it to themselves.
Shut themselves in the foot.
So Capcom's following
Capcom?
suit right now, and Destiny is also headed that way. Also,
Yeah,
I am
Konami's
trying to
like gone.
avoid from shit like that happening.
And Konami, too.
Yeah,
They're like gone
I don't
now.
know.
right.
I don't know
Who
what
make
you're
those
doing.
pachinko machines?
So
Why did you do that to Hideo Kojima?
take your time.
Why did you let go of the
Space your ideas
Castlevania
out.
developer?
You don't have to
That's
cash in on every single idea right away. Bad.
Bad. You tell him, Mika.
Next game on the list, Yakuza Kiwami. And this is a collaboration of Yakuza and Tokuden Kiwami. And it is
I
open.
was wondering.
Nope,
I
nope
seen
it's
that.
not. Nope, it's
Oh,
not.
I
Yeah,
was about to say.
Alright, Kyle, don't you get into that.
It is,
I was waiting for you to hear.
No, I
it was
seen
the
that. And I
truth.
was like, what the fuck?
It is a
Ain't no way.
PS4
How the hell
game.
would they do that?
August 29th, North America and Europe. It's just a remake of the first Yakuza.
Yep, it's a remake of the first one with the battle system of Yakuza 0. So that's why it's getting released and
Is that a good
remastered.
thing or a bad thing? Was Yakuza 0 story good? Did you
Bueno,
play it?
no
Have you seen
bueno.
it?
I have not
Sekiro?
played Yakuza 0, but they use like
See
a
now?
what?
See now?
See now?
No.
No.
Whatever. However you say yellow.
Yellow?
Yeah, it's NLAM or something like that. Ain't it?
Nello?
Neo.
Neo.
Neo?
Sekio.
What? Oh,
Sekio?
Oh, Sekio?
Sekio?
No, Sekio is green, right?
Yeah.
So Neo is yellow, right?
See, I'm trying to think of yellow. I'm looking horrible.
I know it was NL, and I could never pronounce it.
See Neo?
It's Neo.
See Neo? Is that
I don't know.
Let's
That's...
hold on. Let me-
I don't know. It was random. I'm drunk.
But anyways, Yakuza Kiwami, pretty much like what Cpon said, is the remake of the first game, PS4 graphics wise, and yeah, it has the battle system Yakuza 0, which is actually still good. But now you get to actually play and go through the first game with that system, and everything looks good. Everything's been remastered, been done just like the first
So
game.
is the system from the later Yakuza is not the same as the
Yeah,
earlier one?
because this is a fix-up of the original game on the PlayStation 2.
Okay.
So it's fixed up to the graphics of that, like
That's
Yakuza
crazy.
0.
PlayStation 2 is a throwback now.
Yep.
PlayStation 3 is throwback. That's crazy. Like, I still remember when I was playing Ape Escape, and that was some good shit.
See Luans.
Yeah, I can't do that.
See,
It's
Leon?
NL whatever. I can't do it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why when you kept saying NL, I'm like, what? I'm like,
See
yellow. So that
Luan.
threw me off. See Luan. That's yellow in Laotian.
I don't know why
Leon.
you wanted
I
to
can't
know
do
that, but whatever. But yeah, Yakuza Kiwami, if you're feeling like a throwback and playing a classic game, do it. Pick it up.
Here are two games that I actually didn't get time to look up for some reason. I don't have a description for them. X-Morph Defense for the PS4, August 30th, North America and Europe. And Last Day of June for the PS4, August 31st, North America and Europe. Their titles stuck out to me, so go check them out online or something like that. They sound like they might be decent games. And then last but not least on the list is Life is Strange Before the Storm. Episode 1 for the PS4, August 31st,
thought
North
this was
America
coming
and
out.
Europe. And it is a sequel to the first Life is Strange. and it is 3 years before, so it's kind of like a prequel.
Yeah, it's a prequel.
Yeah.
Sequel, prequel.
Which they do, like, during the story, they do allude to a lot of stuff happening before you even get to the point that you do. So, like...
and I need to play that because I think we got that free for PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, we did.
In the month,
I
like
haven't
June or
played it.
something like that.
It's a good story. I really like it. I like what they did with it.
So, but that is our outlook on the month of August. Go check out those titles. Again, you can check that list on PlayStationLifestyle.net. That's where I get the list. And again, these release dates have a chance to change and vary. So, it's not set in stone. So, check it out on your own extra time. What games stuck out to you guys for that month? What games do you guys really...
Am I tripping?
How
Or
about
is this a
you?
lot of games?
Absolver, of course.
And there was more. And there was
I know
more.
it's not like... I know it's also Indian stuff too, but
Yeah.
this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying like
It's just
the
like an
gaming market
oversaturation.
Yeah,
you know?
it's way too much for us. Like, how are we supposed to go through all of this along with everything you have on your backlog for, earlier this year?
It's
Like I
called
said,
being an adult.
I still haven't played Horizon yet.
I
And
feel
I've
you.
had that game
I have
for
the collector's
months.
edition, and I just started the beginning. And I got it day one.
This shit is crazy. So many games is coming out. I'm also trying to enjoy the games I have along with preparing for getting games that I want to play later.
Exactly.
I have no time to play any of that shit.
Yeah. Don't give her the ball. It's gonna be loud.
She wants the purse.
Oh yeah, you can get the purse. Go ahead, girl. Do your thing. But with that, for me, the games that really stuck out to me were Hellblade and Uncharted. Those two games won it for me for the month. Those look really good.
Yeah, I say the good ones to look at this month. Hellblade, Uncharted, Telltale's Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy, Madden, of course, and Life is Strange.
Yeah, Life is Strange. Yep, definitely.
Yeah, and the games that I was still looking out for is Dead Alliance. Fuck no, don't pick that game. Please.
No.
Don't pick that. Dead Alliance. Don't even think about that.
Do
name.
it.
I'm just saying, give
And
it a
then
chance.
put in the
Take
comments.
a look at the videos and just watch streamers on Twitch. There you go. That's what you need
Buy
to
the
do.
game, play it, and then put in the comments. Kasey, this game was great.
No,
Yeah.
don't.
Respond
Do
to
it.
it.
So again,
Rebuttal of
I'd say the games that stuck out to me would be Absolver because I bought
Obviously.
a digital and a physical copy of the game.
True.
Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, of
Oh,
course, and Hellblade because that is definitely the game to be looking out this
9
month.
out of 10.
We definitely got to play some more Uncharted together.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
am
it's
starting
fun.
to become a good sniper.
Yay!
Oh.
And we've got 2 videos on our channel of us doing comebacks and having really good matches on Uncharted. So you guys check that out too. But let's go ahead and jump into our top 10 topics of the month of August. And we're going to go ahead and jump into number 10. 1v1 by Gearbox. It's a shooter that Gearbox says combines the action of fast-paced 1v1 first-person shooter combat with the meta game strategy of a collectible card game. Very
Yeah.
mysterious, very unknown things about it, but I like Gearbox.
I haven't seen anything about this, so
That's literally all there is.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So, Project 1 versus 1 is definitely a secret project. Certain people got closed technical beta invitations. I actually got one, just to let you guys know.
But he can't play. He only got PC.
Yeah, I can't play because it's on PC.
Give it to Kyle.
come to my house and play that game so I can see it.
Yeah, Kyle's got a good PC.
I
now.
actually have a good PC that should be able to play it.
Oh, okay. And maybe I'll give him the code, or who knows. And he could try it out and give you guys insight in the next podcast.
I could do that too. I'd rather
But-
let you play though.
But yeah, we don't know too much. Just the description that they gave us on the site.
That's it.
And all we know is that it's definitely 1 versus 1, or else why would they call it Project 1 versus 1?
Jet Li versus Jet Li.
I'm assuming it's going to have the Gearbox humor in there. Like, if they're going to make, like, dialogue-speaking heroes. If this is, like, a hero-based game, then they're going to have some heroes be talking smack to each other or having, like, unique, quirky characters like they did with Claptrap or with Borderlands with their characters. All their dialogues in there is so unique in each one.
that's
And
right.
Battleborn even too. The
Battleborn.
dialogue's freaking hilarious.
And Battleborn as well, too. So I know they are good at making characters with, like, unique dialogue. That's
And
like what I like
creative
about
characters
Gearbox.
in general.
Yeah, just out of the box type of characters like
Yeah.
that stand out. So
The battle though, that because it's supposed to be first person shooter combat.
It's interesting.
First person shooter.
But it's got a
1v1.
meta game of card game. So do you place these cards out to get different like
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Exodia?
Right.
Obliterate!
Dude, if this is like a 1 versus 1 card
like
game,
you run around,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
you collect cards and you place them in somewhere to battle or something.
That'd
like
actually
that'd
be pretty
kinda
cool
weird.
though. It's different, unique.
It'd be weird.
I mean, that would be a 1 versus 1 style
Right.
too, because that's how card games are. I don't know why they mentioned like the strategy of collectible card games. It might be that it has a card equip system. That might be it. Like Paragon, they do that as
Don't do that. That's
their
not
stat
original.
equip
That's-
system.
Don't do
It's not original, but if they made it where it's a combat card game like Yu-Gi-Oh, and you
Mixed with the first person shooter, and you got to run around and grab different cards and use your deck and have a bit of a battle. Boom!
I don't know, he just mumbled a bunch of stuff, but yeah, boom was like the end of it.
Love Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yugi!
So, I mean, there's so much speculation what this game can be, and everybody's really curious because they're making this game, but they haven't announced too much info on Borderlands 3.
Yeah, fucking give us some shit on Borderlands 3 already.
I still got.
So, now that they're making a
And you
closed
still
technical...
you have the
Yeah, I still got it. I
collection.
just haven't played it yet.
They did mention that there is supposed to be arena, a rank match in there. There's supposed to be like 3 modes in the closed technical test. I'm going to read off my invitation. That they
oh
gave
yeah,
me.
he got the invitation, boy.
And let's see here.
Holla at us, Gearbox. Keep sending us
They
stuff.
know,
Send
they
us,
know who to send in invites.
Borderlands 3 demo, beta,
Yeah,
testing,
so
whatever
you'll get
want.
like an
Whatever you
email
want.
that says you're invited
PS4.
to join the Project 1 versus 1 closed technical test.
Read it, boy.
Pretty much.
Meisner, I can't feel my lips if you see this.
Can't feel his lips.
And like I said, they have a website already developed for it called Project 1v1. If you guys ever want to check it out. But pretty much the game modes that are in this test is going to be ranked. You know, you get matched up with opponents based on player rating, you know, with ranked matches. You earn experience and crates containing new cards. So I guess they're doing a loot crate thing in the system, just like Overwatch and LawBreakers. Also, you can
Do
challenge...
not fuck it up with microtransactions, please, please.
They also have unranked matches and something called Arena, where you queue up to challenge the current arena champion and win to take their place. So I guess there's a King of the Hill style gameplay. So this is 1 versus 1. So you have to queue up and line up to fight the next guy.
Right.
Yeah. So they call it Arena, but I assume it's Arena. And like you're in a gladiator coliseum, and then you just fight the guy who's there. And then if you beat him, you get to take his place. I don't know if you get more awards if you stay in that place or something. It's kind of interesting. So,
Yeah.
King of the Hill style. But yeah, if you guys ever want to check it out, the website is called Project 1v1. It's not detailed too much. It has like one artwork on there that shows that it's like a sci-fi setting. So
Sounds Borderlandish.
yeah, pretty much. You can sign up for it if you want to get a code with them or to get into the closed technical test. So, you know, if you guys want to do that, definitely go on that site and sign up. Get your free PC closed technical beta.
Casey is saying that y'all not as sexy as him because y'all ain't getting no invites.
Y'all ain't shit. You ain't shit. This is Black Wind right here.
I play a lot of Gearbox games, so they know who I am.
He's a
probably.
master. But let's go ahead and jump into number 9. Paris is considering esports for the Olympics. I don't know too much about this. Casey told me about it. I thought I'd throw it in there because that's a huge step if they were to throw that in the Olympics. Esports, you know, it's coming up if it's going to be in the Olympics. What do you think? You're a guy who likes sports in general,
Right.
and esports is more of a side thing. What is your take on that?
I personally don't think they should be mashed up together. I like what the FGC is doing with their own thing as far as having their own competitions, and I think esports should be the same way as far as doing their own thing. There's no reason for it to be mashed up with the actual Olympics. There's no need for it. Do your own thing. Keep it to yourselves because it's just going to cause more problems for the people that don't agree with it.
Yeah.
So, like, just do your own thing. That's what I think right now.
What do you think?
Make your own like league, basically.
Make your own
Like, if
esports
they want to
Olympics.
do, like, final end of the year or, like, summer esports Olympics, then do that. But as
Keep
far
it
as, like,
separate from the
yeah,
real Olympics.
there's no reason for it. It's just making things more complicated. You know, keep it simple. Do your own thing. You ain't got to worry about other people bitching.
This is true. This is true.
Well, I mean that is true. You know, like trying to at least keep developing themselves for them to become their own league. And the thing about though is with video games,
Keep talking about it. I'll be back.
video games have a broader genre to them. So it's, to make it like esports, it depends on like what game you're trying to pick for it.
Along
like
with the different systems, the different councils, different play styles. Like there's so much going into it. Like it doesn't really make sense. I mean, you can go from like you do have games where you can be physical, like Dance Dance and stuff like that.
Yep.
But then you also have games like, you know, fighting games where you can seriously, I mean, just sit still and you know, play just using a controller. There's no reason for them to even want to try to get involved with the Olympics and stuff like that. Like, let them do what they've been doing. If anything, do their own thing and try to draw people in from the outside instead of trying to invade other people's areas.
Going into others, was it into their own bubble?
Yeah, just stay in your own bubble. Like, video games is expanding. The you know, the market and everything, it's been growing and everything, and they're actually doing better and better. Activision owning esports now, so like like they're doing good with what they're doing on their own. Just work on drawing other people in. That's the biggest thing right now. No reason for us to step out and try to invade other areas. We'll catch the interest of people. I mean, we're getting video games on video game competitions on TV, which has not been done. Not that I know of, like, especially not back in the 90s. So this is something big that we are actually moving to, and I think that we should continue doing our own thing and drawing more and more people in. The fact that we have Evo on ESPN is huge to me because that's something I've never thought would be possible.
Oh yeah.
Especially how people look down on video games in my family, along with, you know, how other people think alone. But I mean, once they actually get an understanding of how it works and how the competition is and everything like that, then I feel like we would be better focusing on drawing in the crowd than actually trying to invade other people's spaces.
True, making the league of your own type of thing until you start getting into like the big competition like the Olympics, which is always going to be something that's always going to be a topic that people will, you know, hate or love, because a lot of people have like these ideas of video games where, you know, it's not productive, but then you see all and then you have us, the gamers, who believe that games have been productive. Like it shows the outcome of what we've got from video games, like, you know, quick thinking, critical thinking. I said thinking twice.
Yeah, thinking, reaction like,
skills,
like
reduces stress, and
hand-eye coordination, like all of that goes into tests. But we don't need to, you know, try to enter into what they do. Like, they've been doing what they've been doing for years. Let them continue doing it. Let's try to draw people over from their area into ours. So slowly let them step in so they see what we're about, actually understand, like, actually how it is a competition. That's why I'm glad, like, we have fighting games in on TV and stuff like that, like Evo and other tournaments that's getting bigger and bigger every year.
Right.
And we're drawing more and more people in by they see it, makes them curious.
Oh yeah.
They actually start to look into it, and then once they see, like, I have a friend that's like not into fighting games at all. But I sent him one video of, like, top 5 moments in Evo 2017. Yeah. And now he's ready to go to Evo. Just experience it. And I think they should just stay on that path. No reason for us to branch over into it. I think that's doing a little too much. I know you're trying to get as many people as possible, but, like, with our growth, it gives us more time to actually get more and more people in it. And with how the culture is and how more people are getting into gaming and stuff like that, I mean, we only have more room to grow.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe I said all that.
Yeah,
I'm drunk. That's some good stuff.
Go. Say your thing, man. Yeah, with the Olympics, of course, like I said, the opinions will differ from the gamers and the people who believe that video games aren't a sport.
Especially with how complex it is, especially for the competitive games. I mean, we have first-person shooters. We have stuff like what is it? Phantasy Star Online?
That's an online game.
No, not Phantasy Star. What's the big one? Star something. What is it called?
Star? Like Star Wars?
No, not Star Wars. Casey, goddammit, you know what it is.
Well, I'm trying to figure out which one.
I can't remember.
Is it a fighting game?
It's a strategy.
Oh, StarCraft.
StarCraft. Thank you. Yeah, we have StarCraft. We have what did I say before? God damn it.
Fighting games like before that.
We have fighting games. We have StarCraft. We have Pokemon.
Yeah,
we have
real-time
Pokemon trading
Call of
cards.
Duty.
We have first-person shooters. We have all these different type of games that we can all put into our own Olympic competition. That I think it'll be too much if we try to like force ourselves into this other area. So I'd rather people slowly learn about it and bring themselves in than for us to try to force ourselves on the world.
Yep. And of course,
I want to force it on the world.
that's what I was thinking too, like the forcing part. Now,
Because
like,
games has been around for a while.
Yeah.
Been around since the 70s.
70s,
But
even
people's
earlier than
always
of
had
course.
that outlook, like games don't lead up to nothing, but yet games are thriving more and more every year and
Yep.
just continuing to grow. And I just don't want us to force ourselves on them. Let them see like what we can do.
What can we do?
What can we do?
Play games.
Yeah, so it's a big controversy on that part, but
But it's definitely a sign that gaming is becoming more of a public norm,
Exactly.
more acceptable, and it's definitely a skill set. You
Yeah.
know, somebody that's really good at playing basketball. A lot of people sit there and say, "Why the hell did Steph Curry sign a $200 million contract for just being able to play basketball very well?"
I still don't believe
It's
that.
it's the same as
Not over LeBron.
an E-League gamer who, like a guy like Sonic Fox, who's probably grossed in over $1 million
Right.
in tournaments and everything like that, because he's really good at playing a video game, or video games.
And that's why I'm
It's-
saying like we should slowly let people come in and try to understand, because they're not gonna understand it just looking. And a lot of people is whoever pressed the buttons the fastest. That's who wins. That's not what it is. It's a lot of strategy. It's very complex. It takes a lot of brain energy.
Timing.
And it's timing,
Focus.
all of that stuff. And like
Training.
just because people don't play it, they don't really understand, because they're
don't know
used
the
to like
rules,
seeing
yeah.
like athletes and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I mean, they go through the same thing, even though it's not as physical as what athletes do. But I mean, these athletes can't do the same thing that these people are doing on
Yeah,
the gaming console.
exactly.
oh yeah, that's why I compared to like chess as well. It's a game of like critical thinking.
Chess.
That's perfect.
Because chess has been around a long time. And
Right.
People have looked down at it before in the past, and now it's started its own little organization.
Exactly.
And you have like top chess players from around the world as well that make good amount of money challenging each other. I mean, it's on ESPN. You can watch chess matches. So if you're into that, I don't know why you keep wiping me. So video games is also in that type of area as well.
Right.
Chess has been around a long time, like way back even in the Middle Ages. Video games, of course, kind of started up in like way back in like 60s, 70s. You got like Pong or. And like I believe the first video game was like some kind of game made off of like a sub sonar monitor, and something like that, yeah.
Bing.
But now, video games hasn't been that old, but it is old in our time at least.
Right.
But of course, like with chess, which is it's been around since like medieval days. So the thing is with that's why I kept saying like there's a comparison between people who are gamers and who aren't. There's going to be some controversy of them saying what we just mentioned earlier, like it's not a sport or something
Right.
like that. That's why I also agree with you when you say that we need to take time for them to learn it, because
Yeah.
there's so many genres of games and then there's always a new game that comes out that
Yeah.
might take over. Like Street Fighter is probably the only one that I believe that a lot of people will get because it's been around so long.
Right.
And that's why when they see a video game like Street Fighter, they understand because they
And
saw
more
it in, like in arcades and more combat as well.
Yep.
But then when they see games like the anime ones like Guilty Gear, it's a little bit hard to esport that one because there's
Blaze Blue.
and Blaze Blue as well.
Even like seriously, StarCraft. I
StarCraft.
watched a tournament and I had no clue what was going on.
And StarCraft is gaining its own following. It was big in the Korea.
StarCraft, the grand prize is $1 million.
I mean,
Yep.
but I
Like
mean,
StarCraft
even
is bigger than like Street Fighter and stuff
stuff
like that.
like-
And Street
Yeah.
Fighter's
Pokemon
right on
is
ESPN.
growing more and more now with like not just the trading cards, but also the game,
The game.
is actually having big tournaments and stuff too. So
That's what I find
Yep.
weird.
And so that's why there's a agree and disagree with this as well because we're still trying to gain the
I just
knowledge.
force it in there.
But yeah, I mean, CPON's for it as well because if we could get public knowledge about these games on a big event like the Olympics, that's also a big leap for us too.
You know,
That
because
is true.
the other
That
thing
is
when you
true.
think about it is like PewDiePie. He is like the #1 YouTube guy, and what does he do?
He plays video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like
And-
that's nuts. That type of
it's
exposure.
crazy. I haven't
and that
watched
norm on video
one
games,
video
like-
from him yet.
I don't even watch him. I just know of him.
Yeah,
through,
I've heard
like
of him,
social
like,
media
yeah.
and all this other stuff, and that's where games is at. Like it's.
Yeah, another close one is probably Markiplier, or is this Sniper
Yeah,
Wolf?
Markiplier.
I mean, the KNC show is moving up.
That's right.
So yeah, there's a good controversy about it, but being a big push is also an advantage and a disadvantage, and also starting an own league is also a big thing too. So
We
that's
only
definitely gonna be a
have room to
topic. That's
grow.
always.
I just think we should take our time.
And with that was a very long topic. Let's go on
You're away.
to number 8 because I have kids. Destiny beta. What are your thoughts and opinions? To me, I just felt like it was more Destiny with new maps and guns and upgraded graphics and stuff, which isn't a bad thing if you like Destiny, but it makes you yearn for more.
It's worrisome that they're on the path of what they started with, and from the interviews I've heard from like Luke Smith and leader of the Crucible and stuff like that, they are continuing doing what they have been doing. So I am actually really worried. I wasn't excited about the beta, and I wasn't even going to play it until they actually came out with open beta.
Yeah.
And once they let people know, I mean, I still only played maybe like 3 Crucible matches, and that was it. I played through the story mission because I had to. I didn't play the Strike. I played the Crucible, and I really there's some things I like, I guess, but from what they're doing, Luke Smith is talking about as far as the story, Destiny 1, sounds like they're putting that on the background.
Yeah.
Like, that's the beta. We was just testing that out to see what we can do for the future and so on. As far as the Crucible, the game seems like its main focus is going to be around that because a lot of the balance changes and changes to the game came from opinions from people about the Crucible, which also affect the people that likes the PvE environment also.
Yeah.
So I'm worried about it.
I
'cause
don't like the fact that they dropped PvP to 4v4.
I don't like it either.
When it was 6 versus 6, it was nice to have a fire team of 6 so we could go in and play together. And now, it's already hard to get like a big team to play that doesn't play Call of Duty or Battlefield or
Right.
something like that, It's like we play Uncharted and that's 5v5 and we always end up somehow getting a 6-man. And it's like, oh, we want to play a 6-man game, and that used to be Destiny, and now it's 4v4. And then the fire team is still 3. What they should do is just increase it to 4, and then when you go online, it's 4v4 type
Right.
stuff, and then the raids, they should make it 8. It's more fun with more people, I think.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people complain like
And
they
that's what they're
couldn't
trying
find
to-
people to play with.
Yeah.
For our issue, it was always having people to play with, just getting the time down. Like,
Right.
everybody being able to play
Yep.
at the same time. And then we always end up having an extra guy or whatever.
But once
stuff
we
like that.
actually did get together, we were able to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah,
But,
and we beat all the raids.
Yep.
Well, except for the last one.
The Rise of Iron one?
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I never beat that one, but that's because I was like, Destiny 2 is coming out. I'm just waiting for that one.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so, yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts? I know that you were unimpressed.
I feel like it's early.
Yeah, playing the beta didn't really offer a lot. I wish they added the open world.
That's
to
what I'm
to
excited to see.
showcase what we were gonna get. That because the last beta they had the open world concept in there, so you actually got to explore Russia or whatever you call it, Earth or Russia, one or the other, and pretty much this new beta that came out just only showcased the multiplayer. Now I was I didn't mind playing the multiplayer, but I wanted to feel the single player aspect of it as well, like they did with the last beta. That's why I was kind of weirded out when they excluded it. And so I'm just playing the Strike, and I'm playing the multiplayer, and we're playing the new game mode, which is like, what was it in Call of Duty, where it's like Breach or something like that, or
is collect the tags or whatever?
It's like setting a bomb.
Oh yeah, like search and destroy.
Yeah, search and destroy,
okay.
like that. They have their own version of it in Destiny.
So pretty much, Bungie, we're not impressed. Hopefully, when the game comes out, it shows more of what you guys have done and worked on.
Yeah, I mean, I like the weapons. You know, they got
That was one of the things I kind of did like, because one of my setups I always wanted was scout rifle, auto rifle, shotgun, and now I can do that. And now they set it up so people can have like a primary like energy weapon also. I guess you could say also. So like, there's some stuff like the gameplay is still fun and everything. I'm just worried that they're gonna fall back into the same thing that they did before, which leads to, I think, it's part of them rushing
lackluster content, and just no excitement and no hype behind it.
And I think most of it is because them rushing the game out, trying to make more money, along with not having competition too. So,
plus, I mean, a little disappointment was like the hunter class that they introduced in the beta.
The pole dancer.
The pole dancer.
What?
The hunter class, that electric
Oh
one.
yeah, that's stupid. I'll call that out real quick. That is the stupidest super by far. I mean, seriously, you get the new shield with the
Captain America
with the Titan, and you can throw it and stuff like that. Be badass. You get the sword with the wizard, and you can throw
Warlock,
like slashes and
Super
stuff like that.
potential.
Oh yeah, the warlock. And then you get the fucking stick dancer. Lol, you swing a fucking stick. Yeah, we already got that with the fucking with the blade
Arc
dancer.
blades.
Yeah, the arc blades or whatever. But this time you're swinging a pole. Come on. Come up with something different.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
The Arc Strider, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
This class that I believe should not exist for the hunter. They should have done something else, like I don't know, like they put a bow staff with him. I was like, why? I was like, we already had the other class with the knives.
One of the big things I didn't like that they did is they dumbed down the class customization also. Like, I don't know if you've seen like the nodes and stuff like that. Like, everything's pretty much set around
the blade dancer. That was the old.
Like,
that was the
you
old
know,
dancer.
all the codecs and stuff we had before to like customize our stuff. We don't really have room to make our character our own.
And you're all about customization.
Yeah, that's all I'm about. And, so, like, we might be able to modify weapons based off of some stuff that people have looked into. But, I mean, I still, like, we don't get to customize our characters in this new one unless we create brand new characters. So we don't have the option to actually, you know, change our characters from the first one. And then
Lame.
with that, I mean, they kind of tried to switch it up by putting all the stats and stuff for us into the armor, which I like, but I don't know. I'm worried. Especially about the story. Story is one of the big things for me.
Bungie, step it up.
Stop fucking it up.
That's all we're gonna say. Number 7, Nintendo is being sued by Game Vice for design of the Joy-Con controllers, which is pretty interesting because they got a patent on it. Nintendo had this idea, and now it's coming back to bite them in the butt. But I've seen a picture of the original design.
Yeah.
They don't even look similar at all. Maybe the concept might be the same, but the actual design of
I
it...
think they're trying to sue them on the concept, not the design. Which is weird because they penned it, but you penned the concept of detaching...
I don't know. It's weird and complicated, and
Yeah,
I feel like they're just trying to take a shot at Nintendo's success
I think
right now.
Nintendo has a chance at beating it, but I mean, like I was
They
saying
have to.
earlier,
They already released the console.
You're right. Like I said, like, I mean, with them having a patent, they have a chance, but I don't think they have definite proof like that.
It was
They
straight
should-
copied because
Exactly.
Nintendo has all these, like they have the little Rumble 3 or whatever where you play the little mini game. One
Even
two
still,
switch.
I mean, they was
and
already
got all the
working on
other
it
stuff.
with the Wii and stuff
Mhm.
too ahead of time. They just
So,
took what they
it's-
used for the Wii and put it all in one.
It's a
so-
complicated situation. Hopefully Nintendo wins out because they're succeeding right now and it's putting Xbox and PlayStation on their toes, making
Which
sure
is
that
what
they
we
come out
need.
with better consoles and games and all that stuff, which we need good competition
Yeah.
in this type
Oh,
of
yeah.
era of consoles.
Fucking Activision and Bungie. competition.
Anything,
Anthem.
anything else on that?
Other than that, yeah, it's gonna be a big fight that they're gonna have to go for, and
It's complicated.
it is complicated. I just hope that
They might settle it. They might just be trying to get some money. So like, give them a little bit of hush money. like, chill out.
it's just weird that they came out and sued them out of nowhere after like releasing the console. Like
Yeah,
they
after
decided,
months
decided,
later.
hey, we're gonna sue you. We got the patent for it, and then Nintendo just is like, what? It's like they have this fun device. And then Game Vice comes out of nowhere and wants to sue them for money, and they also want them to stop selling the console because of that. So
Really?
yeah, so because
So Switches might be rare.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, I mean, I assume they're gonna win regardless, or they're gonna make some kind of settlement for it, and go and that way they can go and still make these Nintendo Switches because it's already out in the field. I mean, if they want them to stop, that's gonna be a very hard thing to do.
I mean, that might be a big up for Nintendo though.
Yeah.
They could slow down production, crank up the price.
I don't think they want to crank up
Yeah,
the price, though.
because they
No.
want
The price is going to increase on eBay for sure and
Yeah,
Amazon
yeah.
and stuff like that. So,
which
but
we don't want to happen.
with that, good luck, Nintendo. Let's go
Yeah.
to topic number 6, PlayStation 4 Update 5.0. PlayStation 4's upcoming firmware update 5.0 will allow PS4 Pro owners to stream via Twitch at 1080p and 60 frames per second.
Oh yeah.
Sony has yet to detail the update itself, but Eurogamer has obtained a copy of the update's release notes. Other top-line changes include an overhaul of your console's master sub-account system, the ability to follow any user, and the addition of notifications to the PS4's quick menu. Twitch streaming at 1080p FPS will be limited to those with the 5.0 firmware updating using a PlayStation 4 Pro. You can already use a Pro for 1080p remote play and share play. As of 5.0, you will be able to follow anyone's account similar to the system on Xbox One. Currently, you can do this just for verified accounts of note, such as the official accounts for games and some individual developers and YouTubers. So pretty much, it seems like it's little updates and fixes to make Twitch and a couple other things better.
Yeah.
Raise
And
the
it sounds
quality.
more like it's more for PS Pro owners, to be honest.
Yeah.
Which
it kinda
Kyle and
sounds
I
like
are SOL. Casey's the only PS4 Pro owner.
Not yet. I just haven't found the right bundle.
But with that, not too much. You can sign up for beta access if you want to on Sony's website and get early access to that and all that stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, go check that out. Next on the list, number 5, upcoming Akira game
Arika.
updated, or Arika game updated its roster with Mr. Alan Snyder from Street Fighter EX plus Alpha.
Justice
That's
Kid.
pretty much the den of EX.
So they have who right now? Garuda, Hokuto,
Hokuto.
Skullomania.
Kyrie, Skullomania, Darinmeister, and Alan Snyder.
Yep. Now,
And this was supposed to be an April Fool's joke,
yeah.
and now it's turned into a real deal thing.
People have been thirsty for EX characters for so long.
Oh my
trying
God.
To get into Capcom games. The fact
Doctrine
that we
Dark,
can
please.
get our own
might
game in there, hype people up. And they've been getting a lot of backing since they had the video out. So
Yeah,
I
so-
seen this coming. Once I seen that video, that's why, like, once I seen the first video saying, like, they're actually trying to get backing for it, like,
Yeah.
I was like, this game is going to happen.
It's gotta happen. And on top of that, like the first time I saw it, I thought these were characters for Street Fighter 5. So I'm like, yo, these coming out for Street Fighter 5, that would be fucking wild.
Right.
But it wasn't. It's its own game, but still exciting. Updated roster. So April Fools on you.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting because they changed it a lot from the April Fool's build. and now it's a 2D view instead of a 3D. It's like environment like Tekken.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if you watch the April Fool's one, they can actually move in a 3D.
Yeah, I did see them sidestep. They don't do that no more?
No, this one is actually 2D. So
That's actually
they changed the view, so now it's like looking like Street Fighter. And
I'm okay with that.
And of course now they implemented a lot of changes to it. They have like a card system on there, and so now you have like equips that you can put in before a match. Now this is still kind of like the alpha build, so they're still trying to change things. They might get rid of it, but they put like I believe it's like a card system or an equip system, where you can have different abilities when you're fighting, like going invisible when you're fighting, or having an infinite super for a certain amount of times. And so it's pretty interesting. They're still experimenting on the build, but a lot of people are excited for it, and the developers are looking to just make the game. They're not even looking for profit on this game, from what I'm seeing. They're doing it because the fans wanted it. So it's going to be good, and regardless, they said I believe they're making the game not for profit, but just for the fans. So if they lose money or whatever, they just wanted to make sure the fans actually got the game.
Fans, do not fuck it up. We are actually getting the game. It's a small company.
Yep.
Let them do what they do, and we'll be happy with whatever we get. Like, let them take their time and make sure they look like they're actually taking their time and trying to make sure the game comes out like the best they can possibly build.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what we don't get from other companies right now.
Yeah, usually
Capcom.
We're always asking for like a Darkstalkers game from Capcom, or like another Armored Core or something like that, or some classic game that we want coming back, like Legend of Dragoon or something like that.
Oh, please, Legend of Dragoon 2, that was supposed to happen.
And usually
Power Stone.
And Dart was supposed to be in PlayStation All-Stars, but he wasn't.
Yep.
He was scrapped.
So
what the fuck?
So like bringing back the EX characters from Street Fighter is like a godsend at this moment. And
especially since they're using like all the old sounds from the EX games, like that really brings memories back from that game.
I heard
that was the first game I got for my PlayStation.
Now I heard that they only have those assets because they're trying to build the core game for now, so that's why they're replacing it with sounds, because it's their sounds. They can just
they
put it in there in the
all
alpha
of that
build.
stuff. But I like it though.
Until they make a better remix version of it or something like that.
Oh, cool.
So, but
Tornado
for now,
DDT.
For now though, they're just gonna work on the core gameplay. It looks nice. I got excited when I saw Skull and Mania. That's my dude, man.
Skull and Mania was who I've been waiting for the longest.
I was excited, man. And
I still would like him as a guest character in Street Fighter, but
that would be nice.
And
Skullodream.
they had builds that you can play at Evo, which we'll talk about later in the list here. But yeah, I'm excited because that's a company that's actually started doing that because the fans wanted it. That's rare. We don't see that.
Yeah,
often.
Right. Give the fans what they want and they buy it. Who would have thought, huh?
Right.
I still don't understand why companies don't do that. Destiny started doing that midway through Destiny 1.
Yeah.
And then for some reason they're going the opposite way. Like, what the fuck? Just if you do what the people want, you can sell the game just like you want. But I mean, like, I understand, like, you want to stick to your own concept, but like, just listen to the people that's putting money into your games, though.
Let's go ahead and speak about games that speak to the fans and are released too early, like No Man's Sky.
I knew he's trying to get something to
go
on
the
the next list.
Update 1.3. So let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and break this down, and then we'll let Kyle tear it to pieces.
I'm not gonna go.
The headline additions include a new 30-hour story campaign, procedurally generated missions, and a limited form of multiplayer where you see other players floating as orbs. Ooh. No Man's Sky developer Hello Games has now released the full update 1.3 patch notes below after this morning's leak, which pointed to the multiplayer elements being added. So about that joint exploration, glitches in the simulation have begun to appear. Hello Games said these glitches allow up to 16 players to see each other as represented by glowing orbs. You can also communicate via VoIP when in close proximity. I don't know what the hell that means.
Voice over IP.
Okay,
That's
there you
kind of
go.
weird. All right, well, yeah, they call this update the Atlas update. So they had previous updates before this, like adding your own little base building, and then the second update after that was like land vehicles. So now this update is like the biggest one of them all. They, like you mentioned in the notes, they have 30 hours of story gameplay. They have they updated their battles up in where they do space battles. They added like quick travel access to other planets that you went to. So now you can actually go back. So going forward all the time.
Right.
They added a new alien race, and they also added like some kind of quest system to get like items. So, but that's just basic stuff. That's like that doesn't sound really excited or anything like that. They didn't add like new equipment. They didn't add new weapons.
Well, this is free still, right?
Yeah, it's free. So I mean, they're gonna have to make it free from what they've been doing.
Everything's free. So one of the things that I read on IGN was, is No Man's Sky still the same game a year ago? And it's not. It's
I was about to say, I heard
different.
It's completely different.
It's updated. It's better. It's pretty much Minecraft space style.
Yep.
But with Minecraft, it came out as free to begin with, or you could get it for very cheap. As for No Man's Sky, it came out as a complete game that wasn't completed yet, that they were planning to add on and keep adding these features. But when, I forget the Hello Games guy, head CEO guy or whatever, Murphy, he made it sound like it was going to have all these features when it was released.
Right.
And I'm assuming he was trying to say, we're going to slowly implement these and continually make the game better. And so that's where he shot himself in the foot, because it sold like crazy its first month. Then all of a sudden, its users went from like 1 million to 300,000, 200,000 to 100,000.
Because there wasn't like goals in there.
Yeah, it was just exploration.
Which a lot of games have been having trouble with, that want to, keep people in it. Is purpose. People need a purpose to keep playing.
Yeah, and they updated the textures and the visuals in the game as well too with that Atlas update. The
graphics look a lot better, and it's insane.
And that's
how
the thing,
expansive the world is.
It's good that they're still supporting the game, but they fucked themselves over, because people would have been willing to pay for this had they, like, even if they came out with the game at $20-$30 open, told us like they're still developing the game. Like, they've been continuing all this time, and now they're doing this shit for free when they could have been making money off of it so they can do even more. It's true. People are so fucking greedy to get as much money as possible in a short amount of time. And I understand you want to make as much as possible, but you also got to be smart about the way you do it so you don't fuck up your credibility with the people that you are doing the service for.
Yeah. I think if they would have came out at a cheaper price rate, $39.99, $29.99.
People would have still bought it up.
They would have bought it up. It would have been less of a negative impact, because people are like, we're paying full price for a game. There's not much to it other than exploration. But that's the thing that they were trying to push on people, was exploration.
Exactly.
That's what they want to do. But a lot of people also wanted multiplayer, because that's what Minecraft is.
Even still, like,
exploration we heard you the first time.
With no purpose doesn't make people want to play. So, like you said, like, it would have been fine with them coming out with it being cheaper,
even stating like what Fortnite did, what Paragon did, whatever, open beta.
Oh yeah, I was about to say
an open beta, and you can pay for access, or you can wait for a cheaper price point when it comes out.
Exactly. Like, charge people for like early access, let them play the game, continue to develop.
But the other thing we're forgetting too is they're a smaller company, so I don't know if they had the PR for that. I don't know if they had whatever. They're just thinking, we're making an incredible game. We're gonna keep updating it for free. We need the money up front, I'm assuming, I guess, maybe, and we're just gonna charge it for a full price game and continue to update it.
They should have just did like Absolver. Absolver's a slow independent company, but they're releasing their game at $30.
But don't you think Absolver took tips from No Man's Sky's
They could have.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be a test dummy, right?
Right. That's true.
I guess that's true, because we have game releases like LawBreakers and Absolver. They're coming out at $30. and I guess they may have learned from
Yeah,
other
like if you
development
don't
companies.
have a complete game, but you're trying to get some money to help support you, bring out the game. Say it's early access. Let people know that the game's not done.
Marketing. That's what it is.
You know, charge less. But, you know, you can continue to charge. Like, as long as your stuff is reasonable, people are willing to continue to pay. Like Luke Smith said about Destiny. Like, people are going to throw money at the screen. Like, as long as you have a good game and, you know, you market your stuff well, people are going to continue to support your game.
Yeah.
Especially after you've been build a fan base. So,
Yeah.
like, they went about it all wrong, and I feel like they've just shot themselves in the foot.
So, but with that, I root for the underdog, and No Man's Sky is something I was hyped for, and I want them to keep updating, and I want them to do better, and I love the fact my daughter keeps talking right now. But with that, let's go ahead and move into the number 3 topic, and this one should be quick. It's more of us praising PlayStation right now, and PlayStation being PlayStation with its exclusives, and their exclusives being good.
Oh yeah.
We got Hellblade this month,
Yeah.
and we also got Pyre last month. And these are games that have scored 8s or higher.
Along
Hellblade
with
got a
stuff
9,
we got coming in the
and
future, too.
Pyre, yeah, and we've gotten remakes like Patapon, Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
that
that's
was
not
a big
exclusive. That's on Xbox, but yeah.
Crash
Was it?
Bandicoot?
Yeah.
Is it
Really? Why?
I thought it was exclusive to PlayStation.
fuck?
Is it? You
Yeah.
know what? I'm gonna look that up. I think it might be on Windows. I don't know.
That was
uh,
almost like...
It might be timed, maybe.
I was
Isn't
about to
that what
say,
it is?
that was
I mean,
like PlayStation's mascot. Just similar to Mario and Sonic.
Well, he's not owned by Naughty Dog or
He's
or
owned by Activision.
Activision. Yeah, that's the thing. But Naughty Dog developed that character. So because again, Naughty Dog is a developer. They're
Right.
not a publisher. Activision owns the right to Crash Bandicoot. So
Yeah, right now I only see it for PS4.
What kind of vodka was that? That stuff has me feeling right now.
It's Tito's vodka.
Really?
Literally, that's what it's called.
Tito is on
And
some
Tito
good
bought
shit.
it.
Shout out to Tito, man. Got
Hey,
me
yeah.
picking up the lobster and everything.
Shout out to Kiara, too.
And
She
Kiara.
wanted to be on the episode. We were busy. We couldn't get her on the episode. She's a big fan. Go check her out. Kumbo Pie, a.k.a. Official Viddy. Check out her YouTube. Miss Lil Kiki. She's doing big things in basketball. She's a national champion. And she's very good at video games and loves them with a passion.
never
I
mind.
got
What?
your shirt coming for you, too.
There's rumors
Probably
saying
gonna
that
be with the
it's
new
for
logo.
Xbox.
I'll hit
Okay,
you
never
up,
mind.
though.
So I think it's going to be timed. Then.
Yeah,
More than
there's
likely
rumors.
it's timed, but right now it is
Same
a
thing
PlayStation
as,
exclusive.
whatchamacallit, Tomb Raider.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Tomb Raider was timed.
Oh man, that was
But
a long time one.
but with that, I mean, earlier before that was Nier, was Neo, was Horizon Zero Dawn. These are all exclusives that have scored very high. Persona 5. You know, it is a good year to own a
Persona on
PS4.
Xbox?
Alright.
No, Persona is exclusive too.
Oh okay. Alright.
So
Wow.
it is. It started off with Neo, and then Horizon, then Nier, then Persona 5, now Pyre,
And that's
Hellblade,
what everybody's
you know,
been
and
saying. Like, even with
they're just
Xbox
killing
coming out with the, Scorpio.
with the Scorpio, they have no
Like,
games to back
yeah,
it up.
exactly.
Like they have a game called Crackdown 3, and Xbox supposed to be the most powerful. And you look at Crackdown, and you're like, that can play on an Xbox One X
Right.
or a One S or whatever. And it's lackluster, and that's one of the reasons why Sony's winning is because they have a wide array of games, and they
Exclusive,
have games coming out. They still got games coming out. Gran Turismo Sport or whatever is coming out. They got Days Gone, Detroit, God of War. You know, it's just games. Last of Us 2, people are stoked for, hyped for. We got freaking what's the
PlayStation actually got
Hideo
a good
Kojima
grasp
game?
on,
Death
FTC.
Stranding?
Death Stranding. We got. It's just lineup of games, and that doesn't include Horizon. More than likely, is going to get a sequel because it sold crazy numbers.
That shit was-
So
Like,
and then-
I still only played like 2-3 hours, and that was fun as shit. Like, I want to play through the game.
So, but with that, I just want to give a shout out to Sony, to PlayStation. Keep doing what you do. Don't fuck shit up. Stay
Please don't fuck it up.
on a good path. Keep pleasing the gamers. Let's go ahead and make that cross online play with Xbox and everything. Have that be good, because then you are providing for your fans, and they're gonna be even more loyal to you.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, even if it's certain games like Rocket League or something like that, respect that. Show your fans appreciation, and that money will go right back to you.
Give
That's
us
a
a
guarantee.
new Ape Escape. That game was great.
That is a guarantee. That is
Might as
guaranteed.
well.
But with that, let's move on to the next one. I know we're late. I'm sorry. EVO Finals last month in July was nuts.
It was.
I watched the whole thing. Kasey was there. Like, tell us your experience first, and then we'll go ahead and talk about the finals,
Right.
Taquito, and everything.
Yeah, so I went to EVO, of course, and I did that last year, so I did it as a tradition this year as well. And pretty much I competed in like
Tell him. Yeah.
Got spanked by a couple people.
I got spanked by a couple people. Yeah, I got spanked pretty bad.
By a lady boy.
I was playing don't say that.
Lady boy.
Casey on.
Lady boy.
Just don't.
I'm sorry, Casey.
Just don't try to make
I'm sorry.
fun. We're not here for that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, pretty much though. Yeah, I played in the Street Fighter 5. I did a little bit in Injustice 2, and Tekken 7 as well. So I was playing like 3 different games.
Wish you would have just won the
I
damn
still gotta
tournament.
get that game.
Injustice 2?
Tekken 7.
Oh, Tekken 7.
I have Injustice. I just haven't been able to get into it.
Yeah. So
Tekken 7?
No,
You have it?
Injustice 2.
Oh, Injustice 2? It's alright.
Like,
I
I
beat
was,
Kasey.
I was
a couple
okay
times.
with Mortal Kombat, but Injustice, I feel like I have to put my inputs in way too early. It feels weird.
Talk to him about that.
Injustice? Yeah, Injustice is so weird.
And
Playing that
Sonic
game.
Fox was not the winner.
But it looks good, though.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good for another realm game.
And I love their story mode, too.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I played those 3, and I had a really good experience. They held it over at the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. So it was way bigger than the Las Vegas Convention Center back in 2016. So the event was bigger, larger. They had a lot of those jumbotrons. Well, they only had like 3 of them.
Walking through there so drunk.
Yeah, you know, you walk through there drunk too. It's Vegas.
I had to be in a car.
So it was in a bigger venue than it was last year?
Yeah, it was actually. It was
I
so.
thought it was
Yeah,
in the
didn't
same
they have
spot.
to make more
I thought
space?
you said it was
'Cause,
in
like,
the same spot.
I heard like Smash had like a shit ton of people, and they didn't have a lot of space.
Yeah, Smash wasn't part of the main TV
Yeah.
teleprompt, I believe.
They was also pissed about that too.
Well, not only Melee, I believe.
Yeah.
They were able to showcase the other one, which was Smash Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
So that was actually televised. It was actually televised on ESPN
All right.
and Disney XD. So it was
Oh,
actually
wow.
on Disney.
I
Even
didn't know
Street
it was
Fighter
on
showed up
Disney,
on
too.
Disney. It was
Oh,
broadcast on
For some
Disney.
reason, it wasn't showing up on my ESPN. Like, it was weird. So I had to stream it to watch it.
Yeah, I always watch it just on Twitch.
It wasn't showing up on my ESPN. It was so weird because Casey's all like, it's on ESPN too, trying to watch it. It wasn't on there. It was on Disney XD, but I don't get that channel with Charter. So I'm like, how am I gonna watch this? I'm like, that's why I'm like, what's the Twitch channel? I want to watch it. So I had to watch it on my phone while I played Uncharted.
Yeah,
Shout outs
which
to
is
the people that do the commentary during like all the tournament matches and stuff like that, because they really, I think those are like, the commentators are really important when it comes to bringing new people in, as far as understanding the game.
And you got to
Yep.
give them props too, because they literally know the game. You know, they're like,
Right.
you know, like when I was watching back in the day, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the final was like ODG. I'm like, what the fuck is ODG? Like off the ground. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. You know, they say things like that. And it's just, it gets you in the lingo and it gets you in that
Especially
that fighting game.
the Ultra Chan crew,
Ultra Training or what?
Jay Chinzor, Tasty Steve, Sajam, Ultra David, all of them. Like,
Yeah, like and on top of that, they're fun to listen to. Like when I
Yeah.
was in that tournament, getting my butt whooped. You know, like it was actually funny hearing them comment,
Right.
Because they're like the taunt was too much. He shouldn't have done that. Oh, he got a combo. Nope, he dropped it. Maybe he shouldn't have taunted. Oh, but yeah, like it's
to everybody commenting.
it's just getting bigger.
during the
like
tournament.
it's
Like, that's
just
what I'm
getting
saying,
big.
like,
because they had that
we're doing
exclusive
good how we
tournament
are
on
now.
TNT, and then now Evo, and like the prize money was even bigger this year.
Yeah, so being televised was definitely a fun part about it, especially when you were actually there at the scene when they held it at the
I'm gonna
Mandalay
be
Bay.
there next year, and I'm gonna be so drunk during that time.
Oh, we're all going next year.
Hell yes.
We're all going.
I'm
We're
finna
trying to
be-
make it a guys event.
I am finna be turned up to
With-
the maximum.
With Alan and Tito and everybody. It'll be a fun time. Those bastards want to drive though. I'm flying. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not driving.
Yeah, don't drive.
Ain't nobody
Don't
trying to drive.
So it was a
outta
good,
here,
it was a good event. I got to meet all the players that you would see on like YouTube or.
Did you beat him?
No, I did not beat him. You know, I met like Brawly Legs. I met Justin Wong. I saw LPN.
Could have fought Daigo.
I took a picture with Daigo though.
And you
I-
got
yeah,
a
you did
t-shirt
get a
and a
picture
manga.
with that.
I met like so many different people that were you know, like that we would only see or dream of being next to on
Right.
YouTube. Like the top players that you would see, like Kazunoko and Momochi and like different people as well.
Japan came in
Filipino
strong this year too.
Yep. I mean, Phenom was there and everything. So I got to saw Punk. It was really nice. Just
Stupid punk.
And I had Punk going like all the way this year. I
He
mean,
did-
I was partially
he
right.
He did go all the way. He just didn't finish. Like
Right.
he choked. He got nervous. Taquito was more experienced. I mean, the kid's still young. I thought he was older, but you were telling me like he's only like 18.
Yeah,
or 19
that's
or
why I was
something
saying
like
like he's young. He's gonna be there for a long time. But like I just found myself, not because I am part black, but I've rooted for a lot of I guess
US
black,
fighters.
Yeah, U.S. fighters. Even though he's not I guess popular, Wolf Crone. I wanted him to do good. K-Brad, I was actually okay with doing good also. Smug, I wanted to see, and Punk, since he's been on a roll, why the fuck not take Evo too? Like
Yeah.
he's been dominating everything else.
Yeah, he dominated that private tournament, right? He won that one, didn't he? The one on TNT.
E-League.
Yeah, E-League.
The invitational
Yeah,
tournament.
he
Did
dominated
win
that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
won that
won
one?
that
Okay.
one. And also like Knuckle as well too. I was rooting for him too.
I was
He
kind of rooting.
He was on the top.
Yeah, Knuckle. I mean, Taquito, I always wanted to win. I mean, he played with Ryu at the beginning, so I was a fan right away. And then once I actually researched him and actually seen like what he had been doing and stuff, I rooted for him more and more. So I was glad he was actually able to win. I mean, even who was it? Snake Eyes. I was rooting for him too.
Oh,
like
Snake
I
Eyes,
didn't,
that
I didn't
freaking,
want to
like,
be
combo
that
breaker.
guy. Like, oh my gosh! Like I was rooting for Snake Eyes so hard. I like seeing different characters in the top instead of like the main top tiers all the time.
Yeah.
So seeing people like Snake Eyes and Bonchan and you know people that like even though Nash was top tier last year, I didn't think he was as bad, and Bonchan proved that this year also.
Yeah.
One of the ones that fell off that I wanted to root for was God damn it, what's her name? I forgot. Ricky Ortiz.
Yep. Ricky as well. So
In case he got a picture with him last year.
Last year.
yeah, I met
Last
Ricky
year.
in the airport, so I was just like, hey, let's
And
take a picture.
Justin Wong too last year, right?
Yeah, I
He
took
got to meet
picture.
a lot of people last
Yeah.
year. He
Yeah,
got
I
to play
met-
in tournaments and stuff like that.
And
drink at the bar.
I also got to meet Brawly Legs and play against him as well. It was an honor to play him too.
Goodness gracious.
So yeah, there's a lot of people
So
that
drunk.
I got to play against, so it was really nice. And
Next year, telling you, Evo, we coming next year.
I don't know, I'll be ready this time.
But yeah, the Taquito won.
And then after that, they
Evo?
during the like televised event, they showcased different games.
Yep.
We got to
yep.
saw those, like
See
the
those?
Arika game that we were talking about. We don't have the title for that yet. They also showcased like
Street Fighter,
DLC.
yeah, it's fucked up.
They also showcased DLC like Tekken 7's getting the Geese Howard character DLC.
Pure silliness.
So now you get to play as Geese and then
Tekken
throw like
is
Raging
doing
Storm
it
every
right
time.
now. Like seriously, thank you Tekken. They said even though they was kind of coming at Capcom a little bit with their
With the
message,
little cheap shots.
they delayed their stuff, but they made sure they came out with a complete game and did it the way it was supposed to. And now they're showing people what they can do and how they're supposed to do it with their games and characters.
This is true,
Thank you.
but you forget that they skimped on Tekken versus Street Fighter.
Yeah.
That was a fuck over, but
That
was that mostly Capcom? Because they're also supposed to be working on
Alviva.
Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Tekken Cross Street Fighter now, right?
Yeah, so they kind of made up with it with Akuma being in Tekken 7.
Akuma, and then I was not expecting Geese to show up at all.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap, they're just throwing characters from
And
different...
he looks good. His character design is good. Like, none of the stuff he's doing in the game looks unnatural.
Yeah.
Even though, like, fireballs and stuff like that isn't natural to Tekken. They
Yeah,
look
it's
perfectly fine. He looks way better than his character in fucking King of Fighters 14.
14.
I don't want to come at y'all, but y'all fucked it up. And like Tekken is showing like not only like, hey, we can knock this shit out, but we can also do better with the shit y'all have to. And I want them to continue. Like, I've always been a fan of Tekken. I think the first one I played was Tekken 2 in arcades when I was younger. And, man, I'm just so excited. Like, people are getting more into Tekken. Fighting game community in general is growing a lot. And that's what's been getting me, like, really excited about everything.
Yeah, and so that was, like, one of the big releases was that DLC for Tekken. And also, I mean, none of these guys are going to know, but Blaze Blue's getting Jubei, which I was excited for.
Jubei? Yagyu?
No, Jubei the cat and Blaze Blue.
Oh, that's who I got to do notifications for, Geese.
And so, you know, they're showcasing all of this during the Evo televised, I believe, the televised event, or at least on Twitch streaming. And also, the big one I was excited for was that they showed off like Trunks and Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Gosh.
And then another thing after that was what I was actually excited. I really like anime fighters, and so they went and they showcased a new anime tag battle called Blaze Blue Cross, or Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. And it showcased the Blaze Blue characters. It showcased the Unio characters, or the Under Night and Birth EXE characters. And they also showcased Persona.
Oh, yeah, Persona.
They got the Persona characters in there as well, doing 2 versus 2. And then, of course, like what Kyle said, the biggest one I was excited for, they showed Ruby Rose from the Rooster Teeth anime cartoon, and I'm like, what the hell is a Rooster Teeth character doing in this game?
shout out to Monty Ohm.
Yeah, and I was excited for it because now like Monty Ohm, he's passed away, and he made a very good series in Rooster Teeth, but he also did Dead Fantasy a while back when game trailers were still up and running. And this is a great great thing that they've done is send the recognition of his character into a fighting game. And this guy's been making like choreographed fights in any of his videos, and this is like a
big leap. It's a big jump.
It's a big tribute. Yeah, tribute to him because he finally got his character in a main anime game.
Right.
So this is a big thing, and I'm definitely going to be picking it up for sure, especially with Ruby Rose being in the game.
We definitely need support for that.
And that I was really excited, and this is also another jab at Capcom because this is a 2 versus 2 fighter game.
Exactly. So one of the biggest
Marvel
things
versus
for it
Capcom
is competition now. MVCI has competition, and I think that's been the biggest problem with a lot of these, like Capcom in general lately, is they don't have competition.
Stiff enough competition. I mean, their stiffest competition was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And that's why they came out with that story mode for Infinite. That's why they're so focused on it, because Mortal Kombat's story was good. It was fun. It was enjoyable. It was one of the reasons why it got such a high score, other than the combat itself.
Right.
But I mean, just with that, I mean, it's a good thing because then Capcom's got to step their game up, or maybe they're gonna be like, we're gonna delay Infinite, work on it, make it better or whatever. Or we can get a lackluster game like we did with Street Fighter V, but they'll make it better.
Yeah.
And they'll keep working on it.
Yeah.
And hopefully they make it free.
Like, all y'all gamers out there,
get some X-Men characters in that bitch.
If we want changes in the gaming market and how companies are running their games, we got to hit them where it hurts. Not in the balls, in the pockets.
I mean, in the balls is going to hurt too. But pockets.
Pockets hurt them worse than hitting them in the balls. They can recover from that.
Put your money where your mouth is.
You hurt their pockets, though, it forces them to change to what we want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they showcase a lot of trailers. Like I said, Dragon Ball Z Fighters was showcased too. Like I mentioned, they showed Trunks.
I've been hyped for a Dragon Ball Z game like that since I played emulation of Dragon Ball Z Hyper Battle.
Yeah.
I think it was for the SNES.
Okay.
But I don't think that was ever US released. I don't know about that. But I remember playing the emulation of it, and that was super fun. So actually being able to see a Dragon Ball Z game like
Especially if it's a tag team game.
And
Right.
it's
3 versus 3.
And the fighting styles.
And
like
you get to
Marvel's
play your
Exactly.
top characters. I can't wait for Piccolo, by the way,
Go
and
on.
to come out. So I
nice.
have my
Shit.
team kind of set up. So I know they're gonna put like just the classic characters. They
Right.
already showed Trunks. They got Krillin and Piccolo gonna be confirmed in the game as well.
They have
You gotta-
so many more characters they can work with, especially with Super coming out too. So like, y'all get this right, y'all gonna make some ducats.
They are.
Ducks.
You know what
And-
that is?
And of course
Ducks.
and of course they have closed beta signups for this game as well. So they're supposed to do it this August, but they decided that they're gonna push it further to make the servers open for more players. And they're gonna have
Smart.
closed beta signups in somewhere in September. I forgot the date, but check it out if you guys want to play some Dragon Ball Z Fighters. I know I'm gonna sign up for it, and I try to get some gameplay in it. And here's the problem: I think the closed beta is gonna start 3 days before Marvel vs. Capcom's release.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, so definitely that's gonna be like competition right there within that week. You got a closed beta. You got to participate in, and then you got Marvel vs. Capcom release as well. So now you got like 2 games that are competing within within that week, but one's closed and one's a release game. So this is gonna be very interesting.
This
gonna
is
be
what
tough.
we need, though.
So
This
this
is exactly what we need.
and that brings that
Competition's good.
that brings that competition. You get some money flowing, and then you get to see who's on what side. You
Right.
want to be a DBZ guy. You want to be one of those guys that goes wins Marvel, or one of those that goes wins DBZ. And I believe the other trailer they showed a case a lot of people may not have been hyped for, but it's Final Fantasy Dissidia. That's coming out as well. I
And that's
believe.
also tag battle game.
Yep. It's 3-on-3 as
It
well.
looks pretty.
It's fun.
It looks nice. It's kind of interesting
check
that they
something out.
scrapped up. It's kind of interesting that they made the engine new for this game because they had Dissidia for the PSP and then Dissidia Duodecim or something. It was like a long name, 112.
Right.
Or 012. But anyways, now they scrapped the engine for the PSP and kind of made it into a new system for the PlayStation 4, I believe, maybe Xbox as well. I'm not sure if they're going to do that. But
Right.
I know that the closed beta is going to be coming up. I forgot when. It's going to be pretty soon this year.
Okay.
And people could sign up for it. People who went to EVIL got free codes. So if you went to EVIL, you'll get a free closed beta code just to enter the Dissidia fighting game beta. So it's coming out this year for the beta. I forgot when, but it's going to be released and everybody will be able to try it out. I'm looking forward to it. I like playing Final Fantasy characters. I got like my 3 teams
Noctis
kind of
will
lined
be in
up.
there in this one, right?
Yeah, I believe Noctis will be in there. I know that the guy from Ace from Final Fantasy, what was that side game?
Tactics.
No, the one I got. That's on PS4.
Zero or
The one with the chibi?
No,
not
it's
the
like the
Chibi's.
school academy
it's
or whatever.
Type
Oh.
Zero.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Final
yeah,
Fantasy
yeah,
Type
yeah,
Zero.
yeah.
So you got Ace from there. But yeah, other than that though, it was great. They showcased so much, and it was a hyped up event. So I recommend anybody who hasn't gone to it or who wants to learn about fighting games, definitely go to EVIL.
And it's
a big event.
it's a good experience, and you enter. It's shot culture. Like that's what the fighting game community is. It's different from any other because I feel like the fighting game scene, it's friendly, it's welcoming.
Yeah.
Like people are like,
And-
hey, this how this how you do this and all this stuff. When you go in there, they're very willing to teach and show you and entertain you because that's how it was when I went to Combo Breaker and stuff like that, and it was really
Even
enjoyable.
to the
And that's a
tournaments we
smaller,
had out here, too.
yeah, and that's a smaller tournament scale versus EVIL.
Right.
And you'll have great memories in there. Like
I thought you were gonna say girls.
great memories. No. And like one of the greatest memories I had. It's kind of bad for the other person, but I played the Injustice 2. I was in the Injustice 2 tournament, and I actually got to play against the president of Arc System for Blaze Blue.
Really?
And he was entering the tournament, I believe, just for fun. because I saw him practicing earlier in the morning, and it was pretty interesting to
You
see.
had to stomp him out.
And so, yes,
Damn,
he played
Casey, that's
Supergirl,
fucked up.
and I was playing my Black Canary, and it's kind of sad, but I beat him in the losers bracket of
Take
Injustice
that.
2 Equals.
Yeah.
Hire his
Sit
ass
down,
right now.
too.
For the
Subscribe to this channel.
the president of the Arc System, Arc System Works, and I took a picture with him afterwards.
What a dick.
Damn.
I beat him. Selfie.
Yeah, I actually did. I have a selfie of him on my phone, so I showed it to Cpon.
But yeah, with that, topic 2, we definitely did not talk about Evil.
Memories.
But just to let you guys know, Taquito won that tournament with Akuma versus Punk. Who did Punk use? Was it Karen?
Karen.
Yeah,
It was Karen.
He got
So
stomped out.
he
hard.
beat him, and Punk was the favorite, and
But,
Taquito was...
Punk had trouble with Taquito before,
Mhm.
so
So
Taquito actually had the upper hand going
It
into
was an amazing match. You guys can probably catch a
You'll see
recording of it on
great
YouTube and stuff
comebacks
like
with
that.
Akuma. It
So-
was like just ridiculous.
Is
It
it
was
bad
awesome.
that I was actually happy that Knuckle Dude got knocked out after taunting?
Yeah, Nakadu taunted and
Well, no, he didn't taunt. He teabagged, which is, I think, is a bitch way to go out. Like, if you're going to disrespect somebody, you better put yourself at risk and actually taunt like they have it in the game.
Well, that's his thing though.
But teabagging is too safe, though, because you can still, you're safe after teabagging. All you're doing is pressing down.
So-
Taunt, you actually have to go through a whole animation.
So what Kyle is saying is that he has respect for me. All right,
Yeah, at least
I
you
went,
taunted.
come on, and got my ass kicked.
Right.
But I taunted. All right,
Taunted.
that's what I
Yeah.
do. But with that, that is topic number 2. Let's go ahead to the number 1. And I know this is super late. Sorry about this, guys. Late content. But our E3 reactions, these are our thoughts and opinions. And we're going to go ahead and hit it up with Microsoft. We're going to try to fly through these.
Okay.
Xbox One
X.
X, $499 price tag. Little spendy, I think, for
Cheaper
a
than what I
console.
thought, though.
Yeah, but for a console that doesn't have a lot of games backing it up, I get they're getting a couple more exclusives than there were before, and I'm just going to go through a couple games that stepped out to me and a couple things. Backwards compatible with original Xbox games coming soon.
Always a good thing.
Forza
Oh, yeah.
7, Metro Exodus, which I do believe is going to be multi-console anyways, but it was showcased at Microsoft E3. Assassin's Creed Origins, also going to be multi-console. Battlegrounds right now is a timed exclusive for the most part. A lot of people were saying that eventually it's going to come to the PS4. And Battlegrounds right now is the Minecraft of right now. You know, like Minecraft 7 years ago was like the shit. Like it was
Yeah.
the thing. Everybody was playing all that stuff. And Battlegrounds right now is what it is. And Microsoft got it on console for a timed exclusive because it is a big PC game.
Really?
They also got State of Decay 2, which is an exclusive coming out for them. Dragon Ball Fighter Z is multi-console, but it was showcased at Microsoft, obviously to combat Marvel vs. Capcom
Marvel.
Infinite. Excuse me. Black Desert, Kyle's game, coming, and he also has the Xbox One, which I've also heard is a timed exclusive, which will eventually come to PS4.
And I have it on PC, too.
Cuphead, which is an exclusive for Xbox, and it is a platformer and it is very pretty. And then last and not least, I forgot to put it on there, Anthem. They showcased Anthem there.
Anthem.
And Anthem, to me, is probably 1-2 the most hyped game at E3 for me. It's the game that my jaw dropped. I was like, what is this game? It looks dope. The graphics are amazing.
I am
Wow, this is
serious.
gameplay.
Like, if they get deep with Anthem, like I think they are,
Yeah.
Destiny is finna get stomped in the ground. Like,
Yes.
destroyed.
And more than likely it's going to be multi-console, but it was showcased on Xboxes, so obviously they're going to have some exclusive
I would
content
definitely
like
buy
Destiny.
an Xbox for that game.
So, I mean, I wouldn't because they got rid of Scalebound.
They
but-
did do that.
But
Yeah.
overall, like, what do you guys think of their E3 conference? Like, did you get to watch it, Kyle?
Yeah, I watched it. I was
It,
Black Desert hyped me up.
yeah.
State
Black
of Decay.
Let's
I'm hyped for it.
go back to our old rating system. What do you guys think? I give it a thumbs up. Like, it was good. They set out some exclusives that I felt like they really needed. But a lot of it was stuff that was timed or stuff that wasn't coming out right now
I'm kind of like
or soon.
I'm in between, like neutral and
Yeah.
good, because Black Desert, like y'all know, I'm a fan of, but Anthem is what really had me hyped.
Yeah.
Like I seen that and I was like, oh shit,
Anthem looks good. It looks
it
amazing.
looks so sexy.
What do you think, Casey?
Kind of like neutral a little bit. You know, my sideways thumb. Didn't have too much exclusives on there from
That's
what
true.
I saw. You know, the thinking is you always want to have at least a good majority of exclusives to combat your multi-console games or multi-platform games, because right now they have like Forza 7, that's one of the exclusives, and then Cuphead as well.
Yep.
And State of Decay 2, and then they, of course, the other ones like Black Desert, like you mentioned, Battlegrounds is
exclusive,
time exclusive, so that means that they didn't really have a lot to kind of keep the system
and support
alive.
the
Yeah.
Xbox
Because
One X.
I assume they're trying to go for the Scorpio and try to push,
What is this?
right.
the Scorpio and keep pushing it and saving the exclusives for that system. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm thinking why it wasn't so lackluster. It was lackluster. It didn't have too many things that kept you excited. But the backwards compatibility, definitely a big step.
That's always good.
That's always good. Other than that, though, like I said, it's just kind of like a sideways for me. 'Cause I didn't get too excited.
Yeah.
Anthem, though, that was a big thing. That was a thumbs up.
To me, the reason why I give it that thumbs up is Xbox has been choking on everything, even with their classic hits like Halo and Gears and stuff like that. It's been a lot of, obviously, this game is going to be this game. It's going to be Gears. It's going to be Halo. It's going to be good. But it didn't pop out. Like, it was, to me, it was like Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 was a good game. I enjoyed it. One of my favorite games on the consoles.
Right.
But it wasn't good as 2 or 3 to me, in my case. It had an amazing ending with the closeout with the characters and everything like that. But I felt wanting more. Like,
Right.
I felt like, it wasn't. So, with the fact that they've come out with all these extra exclusives, even some of the timed ones are getting their hands on it early, I felt like Xbox was at least stepping it up. And then the fact that they had the most powerful console it wasn't too bad of a price. Like, it's expensive, but it wasn't too bad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but with that, that's our thoughts and opinions on the Xbox or the Microsoft E3. Let's go ahead and jump to Nintendo's little, what do they call theirs?
They call it the Nintendo Direct.
Nintendo Direct or whatever.
Or Treehouse, one or the other.
So what they had was Rocket League for Switch. Yay, but it's been out for other consoles.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, a Kirby game, a huge one for me, a main Pokemon game for the Switch, Breath of the Wild DLC, and then Metroid Prime was their punch.
They have a Metroid Prime game for the 3DS, I believe. Is
Yep.
that right?
Yeah.
Not for the Switch.
It's
They
the same
had
thing.
one
No,
for
no,
the 3DS
they-
and they had
they-
one for the Switch.
yeah,
So
they had
Metroid
one
4.
They have a separate
It's
game but they didn't showcase a lot of it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They
All
only,
they showed was a logo.
They did the same thing
they
with
did-
Pokemon.
Yeah,
too.
so I'm like,
These games are far off.
so I mean, I could already make a decision right now. I was like, I think it's down because
Nintendo for me is medium. Like, I'm excited about these games that are gonna come out, and Metroid Prime 4 or whatever was a surprise. But to be honest, I've never played a Metroid game before.
Yeah.
And the fact that all they had was a logo, that's like Naughty Dog just showcasing Last of Us 2 logo, and that was it.
Right.
But they didn't. They had a full trailer. They had this dark type of tone to the trailer and stuff like that. That is why people got so hyped. Like, people got hyped for Metroid because it's been years.
Right.
But the fact that all they had was logos, it's a tease. It's like rubbing the tip of the penis, but not finishing
Right.
the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gonna do that,
Don't blue
go
ball us.
all the way.
Don't blue ball it.
Don't give us the snake balls.
yeah. So like I said, I give it a thumbs down on my end because they didn't give too many exclusives.
It was nice that they had surprises. That's why I give them about a medium.
I mean,
Don't
yeah,
we-
they had surprises, which were logos. I'm not happy with that.
Man,
Show
they fucked me up because I was my main thing I was expecting a reason for me to buy the Switch. Like I told y'all, I wouldn't get a Switch until they came out with a Pokemon game for the Switch.
And you
But
can find Switches on shelves now.
they do have Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but it's also for the 3DS.
Yeah, and that's what I don't get is Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. They just added some Pokemon to that shit. Like, it's not even like, what the fuck? Like, really?
Right.
Like, you gonna throw 3 extra Pokemon and charge me $39.99?
Right.
Like, really? Like, come on.
So
They
that-
gotta add more than that.
The Mario Rabbids game, that's the one I'm actually
Yeah.
most excited
Ooh,
for
yes,
because I
yes.
like
Yep.
XCOM, and that's exactly what it reminds
So
me
what
of.
are you giving Nintendo here? Thumbs down, medium like me.
Thumbs
Casey gave it the
down.
thumbs
Like
down.
I
There
really
we go.
didn't care besides those two games, and they didn't
Nintendo,
give me what
hire
I
us.
want as far as Pokemon.
But yeah, that's it worked against me. That's right. That's our thoughts on Nintendo, and let's go ahead and go to the main one. The one, we're a PlayStation podcast. Sony, they had Uncharted Lost Legacies, which comes out this month. Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, DLC, Frozen Wildlands, Days Gone, Detroit, God of War. It was really recaps of last year, more giving us ideas of when they're going to be released and everything, which is always good,
Right.
but people want games now,
Right.
which God of War early 2018 is kind of nice because that's looking pretty good because this year's going by quick. But they had some pop-outs to us. Shadow of the Colossus remake, and that is why what's the Bird Dog? What's that game called?
The Last Guardian.
The Last Guardian. I felt was so unpolished because I felt like they were working on two games at the same time. Because Shadow of the Colossus looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It looks really good, and it's a complete remake. So it's not just a remaster like what it was for the PS3. It's a remake. The graphics are all amped
That's
up
what a
and
lot
all
of
that
people are
stuff.
saying. Like it was unnecessary since they already did the remaster.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, like
It's
I
fan
think they're
service.
trying to reintroduce the game to the new generation of gamers. Also,
So, I mean, that looked good. That was a nice surprise. And then the one that me and Casey are super hyped for, Monster Hunter.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Was it Monster Hunter World
Yep, Monster Hunter World.
for the PS4? And it is multi-console, but they showcase it on PlayStation.
Yeah, I
I've
know,
been
They're on-
waiting
finally-
for Monster Hunter for PlayStation for the
Yes.
longest.
I know,
ever since I
it's
first
always
seen
been a Nintendo exclusive after Monster Hunter.
Or it's been on the little fucking PSP with only one analog stick. They couldn't even put it on the Vita. Come on, man.
So now they finally got it for console release, and we are definitely going to be
And
buying that.
it looks good. We were watching the weapons trailer and stuff like that. It looks good. The graphics look good. The game plays fast. And stuff like that. It looks good. I'm excited. With Sony, I give them a thumbs up too. They were giving us updates on certain games, stuff like that, giving us a feel. They didn't come out with any big surprises, which I feel like they're holding for PlayStation experience. I feel like that's what they're holding. But, I mean, they literally came out last year with Last of Us 2, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and the release of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on the PlayStation 4. I mean, they were hitting all marks last year. The reason why I only give it a thumbs up this year is because they've come so hard every year. The year before that was Final Fantasy VII Remake, Last Guardian, Final Fantasy 15, and all the other stuff. Like, they've been hitting it so on point that this year it felt like it was a little lackluster.
Yeah.
Even though we got updates on games that we're waiting for, that we're excited for. I mean,
Yeah.
Spider-Man looked dope,
It did.
but they're still just getting a thumbs up for me. You know,
Yeah.
it was good, but PlayStation Experience is what I'm waiting for. Tokyo Game Show is what I'm waiting for. You know, I want to see some of those
Big
exclusives.
Yeah.
news.
Yeah,
I was
big
big,
news.
so
for
the biggest
surprises.
biggest game I was looking for was Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy VII. Remake.
Yeah, Kingdom
Those are-
Hearts 3, there was an announcement at E3. They announced Toy Story, One of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Big Hero 6 is on there. What else is on there? Hercules World. They've always been the Coliseum, but they've
Yeah.
never had a Hercules World, so that's in there.
Hercules World.
And then, what else was there? Supposedly you can use more than 2 characters like Donald and Goofy.
Yeah.
You can have a party of 6 or something like that, or 4.
Really?
That's going to be interesting.
Something like that. So that was interesting. So Kingdom Hearts 3 can't come soon
I
enough,
think they might
but
have
finish
introduced
it.
that in Kingdom Hearts 2, actually.
Oh,
But
you're talking about
finish
the
it.
extra guess? Is that what you
Yeah.
haven't they?
Didn't they
Yeah.
replace that with the third person, though?
That's okay.
That's what they did in the first one, but I feel like in the second one they might have had a couple times where we actually had a 4th character roaming around.
I'll have to
with us.
revisit that.
So-
game.
I want to say during the
Buy me 2.8.
Nightmare Before Christmas
1.5,
stage.
2.5.
I think Jack was with us along with me having Donald and Goofy. I'm not 100%. I haven't played that game in a long time,
Yeah.
but I feel like there was at least one point in time where we had 4 characters going at one time.
So, but E3 was filled with hype and disappointment this year. We're sorry this is such a late response. But with that, that is our top 10 topics of the month. Our podcast is almost over. We're sorry it took so fucking long. Any random news updates for you guys? Anything new? Anything you guys are excited for?
No, not that I know of for
I think we
any
went
random
over it
news.
all.
Yeah, most of
Yeah,
it was just
definitely.
like we took all of our
Looking
time
to see
on
what
this podcast to
Bungie
tell
does
it.
with Destiny and how that comes out. I'm really worried about that game. I enjoy the gameplay, but I think they might fuck it up.
Yeah.
Which they
There's
need to stop fucking it up.
huge room for error. So,
Yeah.
but with that, no random news or updates. Let's go ahead and go to monthly music and anime. My daughter is annoying and listens to this group called Why Don't We. They started off with Logan Paul on YouTube or whatever, and their songs are annoyingly catchy. They're like boy band songs, like classic NSYNC Backstreet Boy stuff. But they're actually pretty catchy and they're pretty decent. So she's been making me listen to them. So go check them out on YouTube. And then with anime, it is One Piece, obviously, and Hero Academia. But I've gotten to this little anime called Hunter x Hunter, and it is really good. You guys check it out.
Hunter
It's on
x
YouTube
Hunter.
right now. I don't know how long it's going to be on there if you want a dub version, but it's on Crunchyroll too. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely on Crunchyroll. Watch Hunter x Hunter. Since I got done with Hunter x Hunter, I'm going back to Kuroko no Basket, which is a good anime,
Oh,
and going back through Food Wars again too, which is also a good anime.
anything with you, Kasey? Anime updates or anything?
Yeah, I watched a lot of
Music?
anime because that's what I do.
I wanted to talk to you about Gamer, but we can wait until afterwards.
Gamer. Yeah, Gamer is one of the I'd recommend on Crunchyroll if you guys have that. It's a good series. One of the new ones that came out this season. And also, there's there's a lot I've watched. Oh, Castlevania. Not much
Netflix.
anime-ish. It's on Netflix. I recommend you guys watch it. It's only 5 episodes.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
And it is freaking awesome. Trevor Belmont, probably one of my favorite characters so far. Just watching that, whoever I forgot who voices him, but the voice actor for Trevor Belmont is hilarious. I recommend you guys watch it. It is gory. It reminds me a little bit like Vampire D. I believe that's what the show or
Vampire Dick. Trinity.
or Helsing. Helsing. There you
I was
go.
about to say Helsing is probably the
Van
best.
Helsing.
Yeah, Helsing. It has that Helsing style to it. Where did I get Vampire D? I don't know. I think that is an anime. I'm gonna confirm that.
Sure.
Vampire D.
Anime or hentai?
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope I didn't confuse
Bible
that.
Black. Huh? I was watching this thing on Facebook, something about
Yeah, there's a Vampire D. There you go. Yep.
Yep.
It's a Japanese
It
novel.
is a. It is a. What is it? It is a hentai.
No, it's not a hentai.
Oh, it's just a manga.
Yeah. So my bad. Not Vampire D, but it kind of reminded me a little bit of it.
Novel.
But
26
yeah, Helsing is more of what Castlevania reminded me of, and the art style of it at least kind of gory. Also Berserk, if you guys watch Berserk. Berserk definitely. So I recommend watching at least those two. Gamer, that one, Castlevania. I mean, there's a whole bunch that you could watch. There's this I don't know. There's like a new season of like Blue Exorcist. But yeah, and also Hero Academia as well.
Oh, Heroes Academia.
My Hero Academia.
Good new
How
episode
did I
come out
forget?
tomorrow.
That is the next big thing.
Coming
Boruto,
out
I've
tomorrow.
been hearing good things about Boruto. Also, Attack on Titan, they finished up their
Second
season 2.
season, yeah.
But that's actually been good too. We got One Punch Man getting ready to come out pretty soon too.
Oh my
It's gonna be
God.
so sexy for the anime scene though.
But
God,
with
man.
that is our podcast. Kyle, close us out, man.
All right, thank you everybody for supporting us and everybody that watches. If you could leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I really want y'all to put in the comments things that y'all want to see as far as different games, gameplay, stuff like that. Give us suggestions so we know what to put up for y'all, so y'all can see what y'all want to see. And,
Y'all.
if you want to hit us up, our main thing is our Facebook group, www.facebook.com/group/KAND show. I mean, KANDCSI show.
Yeah. Yep.
You can hit us up if you want to send us emails, get in contact with us. You can do that too at KANDSI show@gmail.com. And you can also hit us up on YouTube at youtube.com/KANDSI show.
Woohoo!
I think so. Or you can just search us in the thing. We actually pop up. We're actually one of the top. We're on the first page at least.
For names at least.
Yeah, but with that, I mean, if like I said before, I've said it a couple episodes before, we haven't gotten much of an increase. We got maybe 10 extra subscribers. Again, if we can get up to that 100 subscriber mark, we will pick a random winner to a gift card to Target, Best Buy, Walmart, wherever you guys kind of pick and choose, and we will send it out to you guys. So yeah, share, like, subscribe.
Definitely, we really want to hear from y'all and exactly what y'all want to see from us coming forward with the stuff that we produce. I do want to put more gameplay up along with having ideas just for discussions. If y'all want to just hang out and talk, we can do streams and all that stuff too. So definitely let us know what y'all want to see.
Especially with that PlayStation Pro update coming up.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then you can always catch me
Even
on
if y'all wanna
Instagram, CPon S. Just follow me on there. I post goofy gaming stuff. I post pictures of me and my girl, food, all that stuff. If y'all want to come follow me and check into my lifestyle, it ain't that great. I'm going back to school this semester, trying to graduate, so I'm just going to be busy as hell. So apologize for any delays on anything like that. You know, it's going to be a busy year, but we're going to get it done. And with that, add some shits to your library.
Add them to your library.
Yep.
Stay gaming. Share, like, subscribe, guys. Check you later.
Peace.
See you later.
Deuces.
Bye-bye.
Should I end it?
Yeah, end it.
Vampire D.
What?